muted. Okay, that's working. All right, good. Last time on BNG.
Woohoo.
Best Payday ran off like a bitch.
Oh, that's right. That motherfucker.
Payday, Payday, and his regulators made an attempt to ambush your characters, and when he realized it had failed spectacularly and did not go as planned. His plan B was to get the hell out as fast as possible, which he managed to do, although extremely heavily wounded from his battle with Lemony. The three regulators all had a rather surprising change of heart. Um, Although your characters can sense that there was a uh, much more deep-rooted, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, brain fart, like a reluctance to even to the way they were living their lives in Falcon's Hollow and the way they were serving Food and Creed, which which gave some insight to some of your characters concerning the people of Falcon's Hollow, and from your time having spent with them, none of them are in their situation because that's the way they want their society to be. A lot of them are really just stuck in that situation because they don't really have the power and resources to resist otherwise, and with forces clearly threatening their livelihood, did they try to do otherwise, they were stuck. You know, kind of just living their lives in Falcon Hollow, however they can get by. But it's clear with these three regulators, Jimmy, John, and Fred, Jimmy, Johnny, and Fred. Um, it seems almost even symbolic that not all is lost with Falcon's Hollow. Maybe maybe it just needs one dramatic change and then everything might go for the better. Like if somebody somehow just I don't know, assassinate Ruling Creed, then the administration will fall apart. No, I'm not making a double entendre here. Uh, but no. But in light of that, Wynn allowed the three regulators to flee as well, only because of her understanding that knowing the way the vow worked, he wasn't going to take it lightly that those three were going back on their word on 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 serving their mission to Philippine Creed. So, with a quick thank you, the three of them had also ran off into the Darkwood together. The other regulators that were secretly trailing and hiding and obviously corresponding with not Fluid with Payday, and um, I think they're all dead. Yeah, they're all dead. Although the battle had left Lemony in a state of near death, which Wynn quickly goes to tend to his wounds, with Brody staying behind to keep watch and to guard them. The two kobolds, Pock, and Largib, were tending to their friend Gakra, which Win had stabilized from dying as well. Leaving Zandak, Cassidy, and the Vow to go and track down where Payday went. And after several minutes, it was Zandak easily was not a problem tracking down Payday. But they learned that they weren't. He was moving much faster than they were, and it would be as long as he kept moving, it was going to be quite a long while before they would catch up to him. Um, if they even could. And then they had to worry, and then Zandak brought up the possibility of them encountering other dangers in the woods the deeper they go, tracking him down. And it's just the three of them, which also meant that as wounded as Payday is, and as alone as he is, he has an even worse chance of surviving out there, as there are quite a number of dangers in the Dark Moon Wood, from angry Fae to uh, razor crows that smell his blood to I think there's a species of snake that lives in here to possibly another wandering troll, as your characters have encountered once before. So I think that was where we left it, where Zandak had told this to the Vow, the situation. But
Yeah.
I think also during the tracking, Zandak was easily able to tell like the direction that Payday was going. He exited to the north of the camp, but he was definitely curving around to the east because that would be the closest to leave Darkmoon Wood, and from there he would be able to travel down the trails that would lead back to Falcon's Hollow. So he was basically circling back around. Whether he will successfully survive his trip there is another matter. Characters realize Payday is not stupid, so at some point he probably will hide out and try to rest and get his wounds healed back up. But that could be a while. That could that could be several hours.
We're picking up from being in the forest then?
Yeah.
Okay. So the vow says, I'll need to learn how to track. If we're not going forward, then at least we know where he'll be going. Back to Falcon's Hollow we go. The promise that he cannot escape. We'll be waiting for him. The reckoning will happen. And then he turns around and starts walking back from the direction that you guys came from.
Zandak watches the Vow, who's already on his mission, and he turns to Lemony and he's like, Can you even travel yet? Hold on, everyone. I just know Brody, if he was here, he'd be ready to go too. He's like,
Right. It's like, yeah.
Is Lemony still unconscious?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, what'd you guys do? You went back to them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard.
Well,
And
no,
then
then he would be healed up. Because I know Star will do whatever Win can to like make sure he's conscious again. He's stabilized, but got to get him conscious.
yeah.
And then she will, with whatever's left. Actually, let's see. In this situation, the wise thing to do, not instead of blowing her spell slots, she motions to the kobolds to bring to please bring Gakra over. And so they do that, and they bring him next to Lemony, and what she's gonna do is use all her channel energies and save her spells. Instead of blowing her spell slots, she'll use her channel energy. She can only use it for healing anyway. So.
Sucks to suck, Gakra.
But that way, the channel energy will be healing everybody here. The people who are wounded and the people who are unconscious. And I think it's 3d6. How much healing is it? I think it's 3d6 plus. Is there a bonus to it? No. No. 3d6 must be any special merciful healing stuff.
If you guys need more of the channel energies, I can do more of those. I just can't roll or do anything right now.
Gotcha. Oh, healer's blessing. Oh, that's for cure spells. That's at 6th level. Okay. Merciful healer. Oh, I forgot about rebuke. Heals 1d4 plus 1. You can only use this. That is below 0. Okay. But she will do the rebuke death, since she's got like 9 of those right there. Yeah. No. Is it 1d4 plus 1? Or is it 1d4 plus 1 per 2 levels? Yeah, she said she's listening. Like she's driving right now.
Nice.
Yeah, sorry,
Okay.
I'm driving and then my audio is shit and.
1d4 plus.
Crud. I'm sorry, we are
expectation.
streaming. Crud. My audio is crud.
Girl.
Hey, Max.
Mac. Well, that brings Lemony to 0, to consciousness. Alright, then she does it does it twice. So
Max.
that'll bring Jacker. Now the channel energy comes. Everybody heals well. So Zandak is back to Mac, and so is the Vow. Back to Mac, and Brody's already at Mac. Cassie's already at Mac. Lemony heals 12. Gakra is Mac. At this point, you know what? She'll only use the one. No point using it again if everybody but Lemony needs it.
Lemony cooped the grow one of these two what's it called? Regulators
Yeah.
with the heart ripper, and he
Excuse
could
me?
he could do cure moderate wound on himself with heart ripper.
So he's gonna sacrifice.
And die anyway. They're bleeding out to die anyways. So might as well expedite that departure to the afterlife.
All right.
And
Damn.
Slowly being
I mean,
chaotic.
they're the
Be
one
chaotic.
responsible for almost killing Lemony, a life for
Slowly
life.
be chaotic evil.
He
As
is not sleeping.
you take the blade, your characters
He is not putting
gruesomely.
no
You
sleep
got your
over this
characters gruesomely see Lemony walk over to one of the regulators and stab its heart out, which seems even the kobolds were taken aback.
Oh, am I back yet to see that?
No, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go and finish off the rest of them.
Well, you're executing them as opposed to him using an evil blade to take a beating heart from a body, and you have to consume it, right?
Dang, that's against. Woo!
Yeah,
Yikes.
so it's like people eat liver. That's another organ.
He
Yeah.
said people eat
People eat entirely different part of
It's
the body.
nutritious. He gets neutralized poison out of it, restoration, plus cure serious wound or cure moderate wounds.
But you guys see him use a sacrificial dagger to do what it was magically created to do, sacrifice. And then he takes the heart that's barely beating at the point, and he bites into it like a savage.
Zandak goes,
I wouldn't say like a savage.
I mean, it is a savage act.
A knife and fork and
the
gently
vow-
just cuts out little pieces of it.
All right, little Chucky halfling. All right, that's fine.
the Vow's head just kind of like tilts.
I
to
mean,
the
you
side.
gotta realize what you're doing. You're using a sacrificial dagger, an evil weapon, to do an evil act, such as executing
How's it an
somebody,
evil act?
ripping their heart
How
out,
is it an evil
and
act?
then
These are
eating the
people. No,
heart,
hold on.
and
I
then hold
disagree with
on,
you.
and then
I
cannibalism by
disagree with you.
eating the heart.
I disagree with you. These 4 regulators jumped them,
Okay.
left him for dead. If it wasn't because of the vow and the rest of his party, he right now would be at negative 20 HP dead.
Okay.
So he has every right to take him out of their misery and
He
get
could
healed up while he's dead.
he could
Considering
justify it all.
evil,
Still
he doesn't care.
cannibalism.
He can justify it all he wants, but the
He's
universe,
not eating another halfling.
but the
It's like-
universe, the alignment, cosmic forces
That's fine.
are darkening his
That's fine.
aura.
He wouldn't do that to people he consider his allies or even the kobolds. He likes the kobolds now. Before he used to consider them savage. He likes the kobolds.
Yes. Many other evil characters will say the same thing.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is, man. He eventually becomes an NPC. I mean,
I wouldn't hurt my wife. I love my wife, but I'll murder the school of children though.
someone tried to murder someone tried to murder my wife and left her for dead, and I'm just gonna let that slide. No, trust me, I'm gonna make sure that person never does that again to anyone. I'll turn lawful evil in a heartbeat.
But
no matter
instead
how
of
much good I am.
instead of letting the law or the laws of nature handle this,
No, we're in the wild. This is the law.
Lemony
We're in the wild.
took it upon himself and did this act.
Yeah, he did.
This act is this entire act, and as he eats it and utters the command word with the heart, I don't know, you just gotta eat it, and then you get the simultaneous. Okay, you see this magical energy burst from the heart. The heart bursts, and then you see this magical energy like wash over Lemony and affect him by magically cures.
Life for life.
Magically cures cure serious wounds. Magic cures him 23.
Any more retaliators? Gotta get max HP. No, he's kidding. Oh, he's already at max.
The Vow looks over at Emily as he does that, and his head is tilted to the side. His expressions, of course, are hidden by that collie rut mask, but he just stares at him as he does that. And he
Lemony
says,
looks at the
"Duly
goes like,
noted."
ha. Lemony goes like, ha. I don't know if this is limited or not. If you're hurt there, buddy, you could also take a crack at that one over there. He points at the other retaliator.
Not sure how uh Zandak, you're free to describe how the feeling of seeing this act, and I'm sure when Star is capable, would definitely have
Xandak
say something
watches
because definitely antithetical to her nature.
Xandak
Very
watches this play out, and he kind of fights like a mm, and he sort of like looks away, and he's like facing the vow. Now he turns aside. He goes, tell me when he's done. just just tell me when he's done." There's kind of a cold sweat on his brow.
Brody's like, Lemony, you're nasty. Was that
Cassidy
necessary?
runs over to join. Cassidy and Noodle are like, yeah.
The Val just says, I did not know that halflings had a taste for human organs.
Mm-hmm.
Brody's
Mhm.
like, watch it, Val. I'll try to bury you if you die as fast as you can before Lemony eats you next.
Such a thing would never occur. I am the
Well,
promise that cannot be broken.
Are
well,
you
if any of you,
He may be half lizard folk.
well, if any of you try to kill me, yes, I will eat your heart out. But that's not the case here, is it, Brody?
No, not with me. Just very curious. Where'd you say you were from again?
Alm, the city of Alm.
Nope, don't know that place, and thanks to you, I'll never want to visit.
Hmm, I am not surprised you wouldn't know.
Heck, I don't even know where Brody's from. I don't even know if Brody knows where Brody.
Wherever his wife and kid are.
He's the one
Wherever he
guy,
left his
Any word
family
on
when he
it?
went out to go
So,
get smokes.
so
the
now,
one guy without a background. He's still the mysterious background. He's the one where you'll get a background 20 episodes in,
so,
20, 50 episodes later.
so Lemony looks at Win, and he tells her, Win, Lady Win, you're officially my favorite tiny miracle worker. Thank you for bringing me back. I guess I owe you. Now, any word from Payday? Where did he go?
So yeah, you characters are free to tell him the situation.
He's gone limping back. Falcon's Hollow, no doubt. He has to go report to his handler.
His handler, Creed, who double-crossed us and sent Payday and his lackeys to assassinate us once they used us. I mean, is there any objection? I say we take him out as well.
We are in better shape than him. If we get moving, we may yet beat him there. If not, outright get there at the same time.
Ah,
I am ready to move.
I'm ready to move as well. I must say, just knowing that Payday's out there bleeding in the dark, knowing how close he came to dying, gives me a little bit of satisfaction. For now, I could live with that. But my thirst for his blood has not been quenched. We should get going.
We need to make sure that Deldrin Baleson, the sheriff, I wrote his name down. Zandak, historically bad at names. We need to find Deldrin, first of all. He's going to be the one who can help us and who has the support of the other people in Falcon's Hollow.
What is one sheriff gonna do against the under of that town? Crane has everyone and paid for, including the
Well,
judiciary. He needs to be taken out and his sleep preferably. You're just gonna get that.
last we heard, Deldrin was rousing the people into a potential takeover, a potential coup. We need him and whoever supports him on our side. And he trusts us.
I have no doubts that the rest of you will do what you can to work within the politics of Falcon Hollow. But as for me, an Oathbreaker, I am not here to work within the infrastructure. I am here to do one thing and one thing only. To bring those who would break their vows to justice and let their heads roll at Ter's feet.
And that's exactly what Creed did by double crossing us. We made a deal to work together. And instead, he sent Payday and his lackeys to double cross us and assassinate us. Blood must be paid with blood.
Promise for promise. A reckoning returned. That is the way in which I will help Falcon Hollow best.
Sendak, if there is a way the sheriff feels some sort of courage and is willing to arrest them, I'm willing to, lend my support as well. But if he's gonna play this long-term politics, I don't think I have the patience for that. I'll make my own justice.
We need to not act rashly here because Payday has a head start on us. Like the vow said, he's either going to beat us there or get there at the same time we are. We need to find Doldrin first.
I hope he goes there.
But he's
It'll
going
make our work easier.
long way around, isn't he? He's going the
Yeah,
long way around.
yeah, he is.
So with his injuries, he's going to need a rest. We can get a head start on him. We can meet them there before he gets there.
Right.
Yeah,
He'd
he
be a
went north.
fool.
He went north, and he's circling around.
I'll
He's
be
not.
waiting for
Yeah.
him in Krieg's office
So he's
to
not taking a straight
interfere.
path there. Yeah.
And when he gets there,
I'll be there.
expecting Krieg, I'll turn around with Oathbreaker in hand.
Assuming he gets there, he's walking around Dark Moon Wood at 9 HP.
Let's get a move on. We
Be
have
lucky,
work to do.
be lucky Lemon's blade was not poisoned.
I'm rolling random encounters for him. See if he does bump into anything. So it's gonna be on the dice roll whether he actually makes it back or not.
Well, then, let's get moving.
All right.
When your character set off after recuperating, and thanks to your previous experience in Darkmoon Wood and the great geographic and natural knowledge of your druid Zandak, you were able to trailblaze through and out of the wood without encountering any serious problems.
Woohoo.
And exiting Darkmoon Wood, you find yourselves back on the trail leading south towards Falcon Hollow. And during that time, you honed your skills, you performed your meditation, your prayers, your Uh, for resting, you would do some mock training sessions of battle. Zandak go deeper into his divine magic and power related to the forces of nature and your characters during those moments can see like you notice like Xandak's form like shifting randomly at certain points as if he's doing his best to like master the wild shape more and
Hmm.
which he does. I don't know what tiny sized animal he would attempt to transform into, but he succeeds at that and succeeds in the other direction, manages to transform into a large animal
Nice.
and even an elemental. I don't know what the first element he would have tried the. What would be the first element?
Earth.
Probably like fire.
Yeah, there was
The
a
smell.
say on the second day as you guys are as your characters are resting and when you need to make a fire to do the cooking. Zandak notice you don't see Zandak around. Instead, you see this halfling sized uh fire walking over, just
Like a
walking
sprite.
walking
Like a
over
little
One of the smoke.
fire sprite.
walking over to the pile to the lot to the wood pile and just stepping onto it and lighting it up and then walking back and you realize, oh wait, that's it. And you can kind of make out a somewhat vaguely humanoid shaped form in the walking fire to which yeah Zandak transforms back. Success.
Hmm.
Great success.
um the third day, about I'd say just a half a day away from getting to Falcon's Hollow, you there's a the tension in the atmosphere grows tighter the closer you get to Falcon's Hollow as each of you are probably mulling over what you want to do when you get there, what and to be prepared for what might be awaiting you. Will it be guards? Will it be angry people? Will it be nothing? Will it be an ambush? Would it be did you get here? Did you actually get here before payday and can maybe buy some time? Maybe payday's not coming back at all. How how will you guys if questions, how will you answer? What are your stories going to be?
Mm.
So many things that your group has had time to discuss. Um, as you can see Falcon's Hollow in the distance, growing closer and closer. You are carefully and cautiously looking around. You see you see various people traveling in and out of the basically what is downtown Falcon's Hollow as they are going to and fro from their farmlands and their cattle ranches and and any lumber houses that are warehouses that are storing lumber on the out beyond in the more rural areas of Falcon's Hollow. You don't see you did notice one in the distance, one small horseback riding patrol. They weren't coming your way. Looked like they were just traveling down one of the trails um, in a leisurely manner. They didn't look like they were in a hurry. They didn't look like they were looking for anyone.
Hmm.
And the closer you get to walls of the stockade walls of Falcon's Hollow's northern section of town. You still don't sense any hostility. You are looking around me like, are we gonna get ambushed? Like you're very cautiously going there, but you're not sensing or seeing or perceiving anything of danger. At least not yet, assuming there might be. Um,
I have made it home. I have my better mic. Everything's put together.
yay.
Nice.
Welcome.
Sorry. Sorry it
Welcome.
took so long.
Oh no, yeah, it's
We're just
okay.
glad you got home safely.
Right.
Where'd you
second
go,
that.
sweethearts? Thank you.
Yeah, it was a good thing it was, good thing it was just a flat tire, not a flat tire that led into anything bigger.
No. It's just a flat tire, and then I didn't have my spare aired up because I'm very smart. And my mom has my other car that has my air compressor because I'm very smart. And it's fine. The world's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh, don't fall for it. Shoot. I
I'm
don't
so
even think
tired.
I don't even think I loaded my spare back up to my Jeep, so it's still sitting in the garage, I think.
I haven't leveled up yet. It's fine.
Everything's fine. I'm
It's
gonna bring Sadie Dog in while Star does her levels.
Oh, it's fine. It will
Uh,
not take me very long to do that.
yeah.
I just gotta
You
grab
got
Sadie.
3 skill points plus the 2 background skill points, so 5 points.
Clerics have access to their whole spell list, so it's not like they have to select a particular spell.
All right, and I think another second and third level slot. Let me see. You can increase that.
I don't know
Let me
how
double
to
check.
up my up my thing. How do I
Oh, for
level
hit
her?
points, are you gonna take
We
the?
roll.
You gonna
Nope,
roll
we roll. We roll.
a D8? D8 plus 1? Yeah. As a 6th level cleric, yeah, another second level, another third level slot.
This dog is so presumptuous. I open the door and she comes straight into the office instead of going to her bed. She's like, I know what day it is. I know it's every other Friday. Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah. As if I didn't take you into the real office today. You haven't had
3
enough
plus 1,
you haven't had
4.
enough mama time?
No,
30.
I haven't.
No. You hung out with me all day. We haven't had a single second apart.
And then, yeah, and then just your
Precious
5
baby.
points. So you're good to go.
How do I change the level on like the top
Oh,
part?
the top part. You gotta go to, what's it? Yeah, configuration.
Configuration. Sweet. Okay. Nope, you're fine. I'll take care of this if you guys want to keep on going. Win would have probably been very quiet after Lemony ate
Yeah.
the heart of a person.
And you're
We're all like, ooh.
you're
No, it's more like you don't think that my healing is worth it. You don't think that like you could have waited 2 minutes
your
for me to
base
stabilize
attack.
everyone else up?
Right.
He's oblivious unless he noticed she was uncomfortable. That kind of like would have probably reacted a little differently after the fact. Obviously,
No. It would have been fine. So she would have been like straight faced whenever you were eating it, and then after you got done, she would have been like, like you know how the eyebrows go like wounded.
mm.
Would have been like, oh,
Like
oh.
when Wynn brought him back to life because he was like a death door. he was like in the middle of a blood frenzy, and like when he came back, he just wanted like blood. So it's like he remembered in the back of his mind what that ritual dagger could do. Which before he even restrained himself and not even used it,
I'm so
but
proud of
now he
you.
just wanted to any advantage he could take. But to his disappointment, payday wasn't even near. So so like he basically was like getting ready to like go at it, but he wasn't there.
That's okay. You're allowed to make your own choices, and this is the setup for the character that you want to have.
Yeah, but when should definitely say something to him though. I mean, eventually when she feels
Oh yeah, no, your
comfortable,
guys' food was
that'd be kind
bland.
of cool to say that.
Did not put her heart and soul into your guys' food. Ah,
She's like, he's
Xandak's
like,
looking at her like, this isn't your best work.
I mean,
they're
it's
eating
not
that
bad.
heart
She's
raw
good at it.
with wind seasoning. It would have tasted a little better.
Did we run out of salt on this trip, or?
Yeah, need some.
And that's like, we're in Darkmoon Wood. I can go look for some spices if you need.
That could turn into a dwarven torch now. Could shish kebab it. Medium well. Nah, he likes it rare.
Look, there's a tree bark over here. This tree, you scrape it, and it's like cayenne pepper.
You could. There are certain lichen that you could use.
Mm.
Um, but yeah,
Are we
as
getting our
you,
story straight?
yeah, you guys need to. I think you do need to discuss. Should you be confronted? There's two possible things that could happen. You could be confronted with "Welcome back. Where's payday?" At which point you realize,
Are
oh
we gonna
shit,
be
he
level
hasn't
six?
made it.
Are
He
we gonna be
hasn't
level
made it
six when we
back.
get back to town?
You are
We're
level.
like,
Yeah,
Are we
you,
level
yeah,
six
yeah,
back
yeah,
in
yeah.
town?
You're level.
great.
Yeah, you're level 6 now. Yeah. Um.
Ah, good.
Yeah. Did you miss the whole thing where I was like Zandak turned into a small fire elemental and lit the campfire?
No, I heard all that, but I wasn't
Oh, okay,
sure.
yeah.
I thought that you were like in between level 5, level 6. You do that
No, no,
sometimes.
no, no.
Like
Oh, well, no. Yeah, I mean, yeah. By the time I'd say by the time you get to Falcon's Hollow, you're level 6.
you be explaining, oh, for this fee, you're practicing with so and so forth. I don't know if it was like still part of downtime.
Oh, no, no, no. You're level 6. All right now. Uh, yeah, that's first option. The second option is you may be confronted. Actually, no, three things could happen. The second thing
Payday
is
might already be there.
Payday might already be there, and they may not be openly going to go against you. They may be playing it coy because your characters are heroes, and
Part 3, they could frame us for murder, killing the
and
regulators, and trying to kill
and
payday.
they probably don't want to ruin the town's morale even further by just straight up, arresting you or even or killing you or whatever, and
Their whole GDP is like 8,000 gold pieces. I think the morale is already in the
Oh, you
tank.
know what? Oh, I just remember
uh,
something. You cannot kill Krill
or
yet. He owes
Or th-
money. 5
or the
GP.
third thing could happen. They find out you're in town and they immediately just, send every law enforcement after you. You're not sure which of those three is gonna happen.
It'll be like that scene at the end of the
What
Blues Brothers when the SWAT team's going down the
You can get
side
framed
of the
for murder.
bank. It's like hut 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 hut
what
hut hut hut.
what time of day is it? Is it
It's like close
morning,
to
afternoon, or night?
like mid morning of the third day
Mid morning.
from when you left the lumber
Still
camp.
early.
Mid morning. So that's like around like
10 o'clock.
9, 10 o'clock, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir?
Well, I would say the Val decides to
Go behind the
wait
tree.
wait on the outskirts of town. He's waiting for
Like, all
nightfall.
right, I'll catch up, guys, and then just that fucking accountant shows up.
I love that accountant. I love the vow, but I love that accountant.
I'm like, God, he just like peeled off from the group again. He
The Val
keeps doing it.
the Val
Oh,
says to the group,
I intend to move at nightfall.
We need a place where we can random.
We got to get our
Where
story
we can meet.
straight, my guy. Now is not the time. We need to convene and have a discussion
A discussion about what? How to
about
cut
what
off Krieg's head.
about what we're going to tell folks if they're waiting for us at the gate.
Tell them
I don't intend to.
the vow is
I don't
coming.
intend.
Oh my god.
You're the one who
I don't
likes
intend to make my. I don't intend to make my presence known that I'm back in town. I'm gonna sneak in and see what I can find out. This Krieg fellow, how many loyal followers do he have?
Okay.
How many
what's-
actually want him dead?
I intend to wait until nightfall. Sneak into Krieg's estate and confront him in his very
I'll meet you.
bedroom.
I'll meet you there then. Because that's
Xandar-
exactly what I intend to do.
Zandak just watches the two of them depart and he turns to Win. And he's like, "Do you want to help me find Doldrin?"
I'm gonna disguise as a human child or something, Lewis, and try to sneak in, not look like a rogue or any of that shit. Just trying to blend in with the poor kids, you know. He's gonna
What
do
is
some
up,
recon.
my fellow kids?
Yep. I mean, he looks like a child.
My fellow kids. Yeah, you see the Val walking away, the wind blowing his cape, the morning sun shining
You
off
guys,
of his,
Zandak
you guys-
watches just a
his
moment too
newly
long.
clean mithril with full plate.
you guys notice as soon as Lemony said that, like in the blink of an eye, he vanishes. You guys don't see him. It's just like he went invisible, teleported.
Lemony. Lemony. Before you disappear,
He did disappear, but you hear him slightly behind you whisper, "I'm still here," but you don't see him though.
give me the dagger.
God damn.
You see, Lemony like he cancels his invisibility ability, and like, wait, what? Like puzzled, like he wasn't expecting that. Like what?
Give me the dagger.
This is a very powerful dagger in the right hand. With this, I could take out Krill and Payday.
And your hand is the wrong hand.
Ooh.
Fine. Just because it's you. I do owe you my life. We're even now. He hands her the dagger. And then he vanishes again, and after like a few seconds you don't hear him. It's like he's not around no more.
Zandak looks around. He's like, "Well, I can't exactly hide a slurk. So I guess I'm just gonna walk into town and see what happens."
I will go with you. I would like to look at this dagger like I know it's evil. I was not here when you got it. I would like to look at it.
Oh, it's a sacrificial dagger, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It belongs to the king, I believe, the Cabal king, wasn't it?
I was wondering why you exited roll 20. He changed his picture.
Alter
Oh.
ego time, man.
I'm about to refresh. I don't see it. Let me see.
I know, same. I want to see that little accountant. There he is. Oh, it's the good photo too.
Good photo. That's the only photo I have of Emran.
No, you had another one.
There was another one.
I don't know what you do with it though.
There was a slightly different one, but this is the one that this is the one I
Let me
like.
check. Let me see.
Like how we all just fucked up where our little did we all just mess up where our avatars were by refreshing?
I don't know where I put that other
For
one, but
the video boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it always does that. I think I went on the forums. I'm like, is there a way to like get
Lock them?
lock them? Right. So annoying. I'm trying to find a way to like.
about leaving to change his alter ego.
Oh, you saw
it
the.
still says home.
you, you saw the thing.
He's like, anyways, guys, I'm gonna be right back. I mean, I'll see you later. 35 seconds later, this just like twink stumbles out of the forest.
So good to see you again.
Oh, hey, Imran.
He's
Sucks
not
that
in the forest. He's in town actually, probably
Okay.
trying to catch up on the work that he missed while being on this adventure.
The idea. Wait, I'm not sure I've ever clarified this. Because the vow canonically is, what did we say? Intelligence 6.
Mm-hmm.
What's Imran?
His intelligence is still the same.
the mental stat. I mean, the stats stay the same. It's just the personality and the alignment that changes.
Right.
Was he able to hold down a job?
The skill. His skill his
His
skill is like +9 or something.
the 1 point that
Okay.
the 1 point that he. No, he
Yeah,
gets 3 because we use background skills.
yeah.
If I didn't use background skills, that would have been 1 point. He'd be good at one thing each level.
Yeah,
Okay.
his skill level in it is so high that it kind of makes up for
Well,
his.
that's because it's the fighter skill points though, which is only
Yo, wait till I
2.
start leveling my vigilante. Then
Vigilante gets how many? 6
they
or
get
6?
6,
They get 6. Okay, yeah.
6. Yeah,
I'm
this is a
so
huge difference.
excited. I like the prospect of like the vow sneaking back into town and becoming Emran and then just being stressed about fucking work.
Yeah, he has to catch up. He has a whole desk
He's
full of
like
piled up
he's like
paperwork,
fucking the ledgers are all
a whole bunch of debts he has to go around town collecting.
Your your office partner is gonna be like, "Where the hell have you been?
Slacker.
I've had
He's
to
like
pick up
those
your
other
slack.
guys.
I've had to pick up your slack."
He's like, by the way, the heroes are back, aren't they? Okay, yeah, so I says Zandak doesn't have any magical abilities to disguise himself or change into an alter ego, and he has a slurk. So he's
Yeah,
just gonna have
you got a
to
circus
hope.
with you. You got a circus. Good luck blending in.
Yeah, he's just gonna have to
You going to
hope
jail.
that
That's true. I
he's
just
going to
realized
jail.
that. Yeah, like if they're looking for the vow, they're not gonna find him.
They're not gonna
Yeah.
find Lemon either.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I guess we have Brody, because Brody. Okay, so Brody.
Brody
when-
goes into Slurk's mouth and we don't see him. It's fine.
he
Cool.
just like climbs inside.
A little
He's
shield
just-
sticking out.
Noodle's just like drooling on it. Okay, so Zandak, Noodle, Cassidy, Win, and Brody, I suppose, just have to hope for the best and approach the gates of Falcon's Hollow.
just updated my avatar pic. That's
Shoot,
Lemon
I got
running in.
refresh again.
It'll
Yep.
just take a little bit of elbow grease, and I'll have this work done lickety split.
I love him so much.
I love him so much. Look at you,
You-
you're a little
hey.
street urchin.
Yep.
You
Very
get the vow. I want this one. You can't have the vow. Leave the.
Oh no,
Love
Zandak
it.
gets both of them. Both of them. BOFEM, both of them.
You am. Actually.
Look at that little streeter.
Oh wait, oops, that was the wrong one. Sorry, Star.
I'm not
No,
refreshing.
no, no. You can leave
again.
that there. You can leave that there. You can leave that there. That's fine.
No,
That's fine.
that's not the description of the actual weapon. Let me
I can't make Lou move my camera around again. All right, yeah, so this fucking circus troupe, I guess, is just gonna see what
There we go.
happens when they approach the gate.
Do you want to talk to them or you want me to talk to them?
I say we just don't say anything. I think we just play it real cool, and if they say something, then we say something.
Do you want to talk to them or do you want me to talk to them?
Let's have you
Yeah.
talk to them.
Of course, as I'm going to put the dagger into this weird bag.
Also, by the way, are we in the
It's like its
same
own magical
map
weapon too.
location?
I will give you a better one. Just give me a
I don't know.
moment.
That's a pretty OP dagger plus 2 flaming burst dagger for 1 hour.
Hey, hey,
Shit.
hey, hey!
That
Don't
is fine.
you worry. I will RP this nicely. I will give
Evil.
it back. I promise I'll give it back.
You know what's funny? The evil items usually is like the most OP items, but you're selling like part of your soul to use it.
I will give it back. If this actually bothers you, I will give it back. I promise.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't bother him. He likes Win. He trusts her because she could have like let them to die.
No, she couldn't.
So that
She
kind
physically
of.
couldn't. She
Well,
physically
yeah. I
couldn't.
mean, you could have. You didn't have to heal him. You could
Oh,
have let him like bleed out. He sees it as that.
Oh,
yeah, but
okay.
that's right. Yeah, before your characters left, those 3 kobolds had said their goodbyes
No.
and
Oh, Lemony could talk to them now. He knows Draconic.
said their goodbyes and thanked them for their help in defeating once again Merlot crap. They're like, we're gonna try and go back to our old tribes. We're gonna try and find the true scale tribe and link back up with them. Let them know the good
Godspeed.
news that Merlot
Mhm.
crap is gone again.
Again.
But he might be
Hopefully,
back.
for good this
However,
time.
however time it takes.
Actually, I did have a spell that I could have like blessed him so he didn't get
But
revived.
but they were like, we will make sure the true scale tribe will always remember your heroic.
I did have this one prepared at the time of his death. We could just make him not.
Got a 19 for disguise.
Oh, oh, I thought you caught my message. I have to secretly roll it.
Oh,
I will add +5 because it's minor details only.
like low water +5 bonus on top of his modifier. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because
And
you're only changing minor details. You're not going really crazy with it.
no, not really. Like he looks like a human child already.
Right. Right. So you
He wants to be anonymous, like any other poor kid, blend in pretty much. And here and there, I don't know how long. It might take a couple of hours. He probably is gonna do gather info. Try to find
oh
out if
so okay, so
try
you're
to find
heading.
out if payday's back, or he wants to keep tabs on all that shit.
So when did the vow like leave off from the group? Like at the entrance of Falcon's Hollow?
Well, let
Yeah,
me already
at
know.
the entrance they had like a little conversation before they went in, and that's when
Okay.
he left off from the
Right.
group.
Last thing the Val said in Lemony that you guys heard was we're gonna meet at the estate. I mean, everybody's gonna have to find their own way to get into the estate, but that's where Lemony and the Val are gonna be at tonight.
Actually, so like the first thing coming down the trail, the trail that you see is this guy's place is right
Yeah.
there. So if anything, if anything, they will see you coming first. Well,
Yeah.
unless you decide to go this
We
way.
should go
Coming in the other way.
Yeah, let's go
Yeah,
in.
coming in the other way.
You went the other.
I
Okay.
I, I
Let's
don't
go
want to be
that one,
nowhere
yeah.
near. I don't want to be nowhere near Sandak. She gives everybody's
All
position
right.
away.
Your characters go to the western entrance to avoid being seen by coming from the north, pretty much. What is number 3? A paper mill. I did not know they had a paper mill here.
They only have X amount of monies, and they have a paper mill.
Yeah,
Paper's
well,
I
expensive.
with all the
let
trees
me
that they cut down.
remind everyone, and I know you're gonna say it includes the metropolitan area, but like 2,500 people are supposed to live in these like 19 buildings.
Okay, okay. So
Nice.
I see the town's asset. They actually listed it here. So these are the assets. Basically, these assets is this is the money they have.
They got a whole church, and
This,
they like
this is the money that this is the money that they have on hand. Uh, should like the characters be selling a bunch of stuff somehow or whatever, like they would the town wouldn't be able to like afford anything from the characters after reaching 40,000
okay,
gold pieces. 40,550 gold pieces.
and then they're just left with all of our trash.
It's not that they'll be broke after that, it's just that they can't put any more they 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 wouldn't have the funding to get anything else from the characters at that moment anymore. Um
This
w-
dumbass town being like, yeah, give us all your garbage. This is great. I've never seen one of these before.
which is interesting because the crown that Lemony wears is worth 15,000.
Mm.
But it comes with an entire kingdom, so
Mm-hmm.
Can you really put a price on growing some scales on your face?
Right. Looking
no.
badass.
Yeah, that's right. Your skin is a little bit scaly when he wears that, just a
Mm-hmm.
little bit, because he gives him like natural armor, right? Yeah.
Plus 2 to natural
Yeah.
armor. Yeah.
So you go to the entrance with the paper mill and the cut yard. You know, you see a bunch of workers there. You know, you see the logs all down the all in the river nearby.
Everyone just be real cool.
And
Walk
uh
real casual like.
and the populace sees you and you see many of them recognize you. You don't see any authorities coming by. The looks that they give you are looks of like mixture of like surprise and welcome. Um,
Okay.
you're not noticing like or sensing any sort of dread from their demeanor. Um, like if you the kind of thing that you would notice people doing if they see like if they saw like a gang of criminals walking through, like
Do we
you don't
have
see that you don't get that sense of that demeanor from them.
the dude with us that we saved?
Oh, that's right. I was thinking about that
Because
earlier.
that
So
that's gonna be like,
Felgren,
hey, look.
right, right. So Felgren, he was resting in that office room, and he came out. He was actually watching the battle from the office room, and when everything was settling down, he comes out and he goes, just to let you all know, I'm very appreciative for you saving my life and for you Win for healing me. And what it's like, I'm not surprised Payday did something like that because it was what Creed wanted it done. I agree with none of it.
Mm.
He goes, he goes, and to me, you to me you lot are heroes and Goulden
I
and
need you to
Payday.
repeat that several times loudly as we walk
You
through the
guys are
gates.
heroes. You what Creed and Payday and the rest of them are doing, they're backed up by much higher powers. And he goes, I'm just an overseer over cutting trees down. Like not much that any of us could do without their against their threats. But I can do this. I can vouch for you. And then the
Okay.
two other survivors that your character saved, 'cause there was two more, which Win attended to as well, and got them healed up good enough where they can actually walk. Um, they uh they come hobbling out, and they're both both of them are like, yeah, we're with
Hawkins Hollow.
we're with Felgren on this. We're with you all the way. If you get us home safely, we'll be sure to let everyone know what happened
Okay.
here, and we'll make sure to let everyone know what actually happened here and to what you did for us.
Okay. Then
And what,
Xandak's fucking walking in with like 3 people that are gonna vouch for
right.
him.
Um.
And those
So
other pussies ran off.
so some of the workers at at that courtyard that you're walking by, they recognize Felgren, and they're like, a couple of them come up and they're like, Felgren, you're alive. And they rush over to him and the other two survivors, and like they're all chatting and pretty much like asking what happened, what he saw, what what next you hear some names being thrown out, like did so and so live, what happened to so and so, and obviously many of them are asking about friends and family that they know, or that had been stationed at that lumber mill that got attacked, the cart yard, not lumber mill. And you see many of the faces looking pretty morose and mixture of like anger, sadness. Um,
Can Wynn tell them that she did her best to give them their last rites, and she provided prayer and such, so then that way, like,
Also,
maybe
all of them were either dead or dying when we got there. None of those
many
were on us.
many of the people look to win, and they offer their gratitudes to her, and some of them in tears, some of them in shock, some of them angry. Um,
So what's the population of the town now?
not like an outward bursting anger, like a simmering anger beneath
The
their
town
facial
down to like
expressions.
2,475 now. Like what's the percentage of lost populace?
10% since we got here. It's great.
Falcons Hollow.
Oh, it was only 1,400. I was doubling it.
Approximately 1,400 residents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was giving them too many.
I like how it Falcons Hollow. Neutral evil small town.
Yeah.
So whenever you see the alignment of a settlement, that doesn't mean like everybody's neutral evil. What it means is like usually that usually means the type of government in charge typically would have an alignment like that. And maybe maybe some members of the populace as well, but it's usually a central government alignment kind of situation. So like
Okay.
Gulden Creed and is the one that's neutral evil, and and many of his goons and other and mercenaries.
So he's
But
not even like a mayor. It's just the
no,
Lumbo Consortium is the government.
yeah,
Have we seen Magistrate Vamros Harg?
your characters know of him, heard of him.
Let's go find that guy.
Um, but you're also
Oh, he's
aware.
also neutral
Yeah,
evil.
you're also aware that the
The town is
magistrate,
corrupt.
yeah,
Like Gotham.
is corrupt.
Awful.
I
I
don't
mean,
think
yeah.
none of us here could detect alignment
And
either. So we don't
the
even know.
magistrate is a halfling, Lemony's
So
cousin. No, it's
Deldrin, but Deldrin is a
Wait,
lawful
the other half.
neutral.
What's the alignment of the other halfling?
Neutral evil.
There you go. See, he's more evil than Lemony. So see, there is evil halflings out there. Lemonade not even evil yet.
No,
Yet.
please don't say that.
Yeah, but you ask the magistrate, he's like, man, even I wouldn't eat a beating heart. The hell's wrong with you?
Yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah,
even cut a
gotta rub it
man's
in.
heart
Gotta
out.
rub it in.
That's crazy.
I'll get somebody
uh,
else to do it.
I mean,
well,
if Lemony hangs out with the vow too much, he'll be doing worse. But I guess
so
when is there to keep him in check, though? He might
we
not be a
sort
lost cause
of
yet.
The only
we
law
sort of have
enforcement that you were able to find any trust in is is
Deldrin.
Deldrin. Yeah.
Yeah. So Zandak,
Commissioner Gordon. That's your
you
Commissioner
know,
Gordon.
Commissioner
No,
Gordon.
no.
Basically,
As
yeah.
this,
He really is like the commissioner.
yeah, as this like sort of reunion and people kind of getting the knowledge of what happened out at the lumberyard is happening. Zandak walks over to got it. No, not Deldrin. That's the fuck. Who's the guy we say?
Felgren.
Felgren. Felgren. Zandak goes over to Felgren. Throgren. Thank you. I see you were typing it. Thelgren. And he asks him, do you know where we might find Deldrin at this time of day? And if you could point me in that direction or take me to him, much obliged. We saved your life and everything, so.
Time of day. Deldrin will be
Neutral.
In a
evil.
meeting with Crete. No! God damn it!
Taking that drive.
No, he would be. They said. He's like, I'm not sure. You may have to ask around, but you can start with going to the Hollow Tribunal, the courthouse.
Okay. Oh, that's right by Jackanapes. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
7 and 8.
Jackanapes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jackanapes. All right. Yeah, because Zandak will put Noodle back in the stables behind Jackanapes, which, by the way, this is stables, not housing. So that takes a whole nother. We're down an additional building.
Some travelers sleep in stable.
Travelers, not residents. This is my Roman Empire. What do you mean there's 1,400 people living here? um,
Some buildings have 2 stories.
like this, like who's living that? Who's like? Anyways, and look at all this land they could have developed. Like they didn't do anything with that.
It's fine, though.
Regardless, Xandak's doing the math while he walks down the road. He's trying to figure out where all these people are. But, oh yeah, Xandak's gonna head for the tribunal, drop
Brody's
Noodle
ass
off.
has into the house.
Oh God. Ugh.
Okay, someone don't let him follow Zandak, because I just feel like that's gonna...
Is that who
Stay
I
in
think it
the
is?
stay in the slurk's mouth. Stay in the
That's who
slurk's
I
mouth.
oh,
Slurk's
Just
mouth.
stay
It's Tony.
inside the
Yeah.
slurk's mouth.
It's
Fucking
Tony.
pause. My
Don't
God. God
don't
damn.
worry. Don't worry. You're fine. It's okay. Shh.
Damn.
We got you.
Shh.
Shh. It's just a little bit
God,
of slurk slime.
God damn.
Brody's trying to take the slurk to his midnight escapades at the.
Oh yeah,
Let's-
that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drop Brody off at the what is it? The Rouge?
The
What is it?
Rouge.
The
He
Rouge
got
lady.
infinite. He got a creature that produces infinite oil.
That
They
is.
call me Big Daddy Brody. Ugh, that's gross. I hated
Yeah,
that.
that's the nickname, Big Daddy.
I hated
You
that.
take your
I
you know
hated
what?
that.
I was gonna go the route of the lube slurk slime, but
Mm.
you know what? We're gonna drop Noodle at the stables. We're gonna drop Brody at the Rouge lady.
But Brody's here now, so Brody, wait, like.
Brody, I really don't want him in there with Deldrin. He gonna say some dumb shit.
Nah, I'm in there now. I'm in there like sardines.
Okay, Brody. Here's the thing.
Brody,
Yeah.
you need to be
Yeah.
fucking cool.
So right now everyone likes us. We don't know if we're bad guys yet or not, and we're gonna go talk to the sheriff. Sheriff?
Yep. Sheriff
Yeah.
Yep, the
Deldrin.
sheriff.
He likes
Deldrin.
us.
He likes
Remember,
us.
he likes us.
We want to get in on his little takeover army.
Remember, he was having meetings, secret meetings. Deldrin was having secret meetings. And that's why Creed cut that one meeting with us short in his garden. So, we're going to go talk to Deldrin because Payday tried to kill us. Over here, jingle, jingle.
Okay?
I can
Is
see
that
Brody at a table, like eating something, like, yeah, okay, okay.
Zandag's like, over here,
Brody's eating some
buddy.
quail. Like,
Okay.
Over here,
I have
buddy.
one
So,
question.
we're
Yes.
not going to threaten Deldrin.
and we're not going to fight him right now.
Yes.
Hopefully never.
What's your
By the
question?
way, the Val
Is
and
it daytime or
the Val and
nighttime?
Lemony are not
It's
there.
daytime.
Daytime.
Okay.
I mean,
All right,
Um,
cool.
Amarin is not
The
there.
yeah, the
Okay, 'cause I'm
vow.
like, if the Val's there, now we can scrap it. What are we talking
No,
about
no,
right now?
when
No,
did the
no,
why-
no, 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 no.
when did the Vow leave?
He
Right
left
here,
before they. Yeah, he left right there before they
right
even got
there.
here.
So he like went in first and went like
No,
where?
he
Like,
he went off into like the wooded area, like behind like the
See,
trees
I
over
told
there.
you he came out the woods.
so like he just went like up here then.
Yeah, he went because I know he went off into like outside farm area where he muscled
is
some farm guy into like staying.
Okay, so he just went back there to
Yeah,
like
so he could
change
change
his.
and like drop his
All right,
equipment
so
off.
he's not. So it's just the rest of the group that's here and went in.
I'm
Okay.
not. Lemoney's not there either.
yeah.
When did he
Lemoney's dressed as a
Lemony,
sea urchin.
Lemony
A
left.
sea
Lemony
urchin?
left before the Val.
All the
Street,
Lemony
stackers.
left before the Val.
a street urchin.
Hang on, I got a gift with
Yeah,
this.
Lemony vanished. He turned invisible, and then he left, and then he stole like some clothes from some house, whatever, and blending in. I think I said that before.
No, yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah. I
Brody
just didn't
wasn't
know
here.
when you had done that.
Oh no!
Oh,
Before going into town, he's especially after seeing Sandak and his entire circus, not trying to get made. He broke away from the party and blended into the town.
Okay, but remember, I have survivors with me. So,
Yeah, he trusts in your confidence, your ability to
So it's
you know
Zandak,
go
Brody,
the
and
local
Win.
route. But just in case your route fails, he's working on Plan B. That's how Lemony thinks. But
Okay.
he's gonna give your plan a go. If it works out with the sheriff and all that, awesome. But if it doesn't, his dagger is gonna be discovered in one of the crime scenes. Sticking out of Creed's neck. if,
Okay.
if
Uh,
I like
somehow
that plan.
Sandra gets
I like
arrested.
that plan.
what what's the information that you said Lemony was looking for in town?
Uh, he wants to find out if Payday has returned, and then also he wants to keep tabs if he comes back, and also he wants to find out information regarding the estate where Creed is at. Any if there's any like secret entrance or window, any way, any vulnerabilities. What staffs he has working there, people that work there, maybe butlers and so forth, maybe errand boys, because that could be a potential way of him to sneak in, be an errand boy or worker, like that sort of stuff.
why has Payday
okay.
got boys on his payroll?
I'm not saying that I like Lemony's idea better, but
All right.
Lemony's idea is a fantastic idea.
if I
Now that
knew
I have
Lemony's
the ceremony with
idea,
Igar.
I wish Lemony would have shared that because I would have been like, you know what? This whole diploma thing.
No, we still need to
We need
take
that too. We need Deldrin and whoever's on Deldrin's team on our team.
right. So then that way
They,
there's
they,
not an
they need they
imbalance
need
of power
they
when
need
he
your
dies.
muscles in case their plan fails, Brody.
Okay. All right. I'm here for it. I'm here.
All right. So again,
First thing
we
that the
drop.
first time something goes south, I'm throwing the shield. I just want
I
to let
know.
you know.
I know. We
Okay.
know.
Okay.
Okay, but like maybe wait for Zandak's command.
Brody,
What's the
give me
command?
the shield.
Little Win trying to drag the shield behind her.
I need a code word, so I need to know so I don't jump the
Okay,
gun.
it's gonna be Brody. Do it.
So
Like that's as clear. Xandak fucks up in like 5 minutes. He's like, Brody, can you get that for me? Just do that. Do it.
that's what I was saying. I was like, what if you like just go wrong? Like, I do it.
Brody,
Do
just
it.
do it.
Boom. All right. Yeah.
Oh.
All
It's.
right, let's do this.
Let's go. All right. So Noodles in the stables.
Um,
Cassidy, Win, Brody, and Xandak are all headed for the tribunal.
you head inside that building and you can see that, from the architecture, it's a very professional looking wooden structure, uh, well furnished on the inside to give off that professional courthouse law office kind of look to it, uh, in a medieval sense. And um, you can see
We're like,
a
oh
deck.
shit, Imran's here. He's working.
You can you can hear a number of people inside discussing, matters of uh concerning taxes being collected, permits, deeds. It's a governmental building, but in the far back is where like the courtroom and courthouse and court office where the magistrate would be. And you go to you can see the desk before you where um you see this young, looks to be like early 20s, human woman, um her hair tied back and wearing spectacles and looking
What's
over
her charisma
some
score?
ledgers. And so what's her
What's her
charisma
charisma
God
score?
score?
damn it,
Is she
Brody.
hot? Is she hot?
Xandak's
Now,
like, this
she
one's
could
not on
she
me.
she could she could physically look good, but have a shitty personality, which would be charisma 7. So I
That don't
mean,
mean shit to Brody.
she
Listen. Hey, listen.
He's
Brody's
covered
like,
in
you ever
sports
been to
bra
the
and
Rouge
ready to
Lady?
go.
You ever heard of Big Daddy B before? You know?
she's got a she's got a pretty
She's not
comely
a
like
lady. She's not a lady of the night, Brody.
she's got a
Get out
pretty
of your element.
comely secretary librarian sort of look to her.
Brody, do it.
Right. Get out of your element. This is not the room.
But
Let's let Win talk.
I'm
But
so
but
sorry.
she looks up at she looks up, it's hearing the noticing the three of you entering, and
Win just
she goes, "Welcome to
dragging
the Hollow
Brody's shield.
Tribunal. Do you have an appointment?"
You know soon.
But shut up.
Actually, we were on business for I forgot what his name was. Not Payday, the Payday's boss.
Creed.
Creed. We were on business for Creed, and we were hoping to be able to find the sheriff.
Ah, yes, Sheriff Delgin. He
Yes,
is
yes.
currently making his rounds, although he is to be reporting here in about an hour.
Oh, making his rounds like outside of the encampment or inside the. We were really hoping to get to talk to him here sooner rather than later. If you wouldn't mind telling me where he might be on his rounds, and that way we can go and see him. It's fairly urgent.
Sit and wait until he gets here. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to know the local.
He
Okay?
goes, "Why, yes. Well, he was last said to be making some inspections at the docks."
The docks? We were just at the docks. Did we see him at the docks?
You were at the you were here at the cut yard. The docks are further down with
I mean,
the
we
other
Oh,
could walk
yeah,
past them.
okay,
over
okay, okay.
here, yeah.
No, no, because we had to go up here,
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
we?
we had to go up there.
You're over here. So don't have to go
Oh,
too
we.
far to get to the docks, yeah.
We don't
Oh,
have to go
so
too far.
okay. Well,
Although he could be
thank
anywhere,
you.
he could be anywhere along that shoreline, but he could be here.
Well, we have a
It's
druid.
labeled dock, so
We have a druid who is very good at seeing things. We have a cleric which is really good at seeing things, and that is Brody's turf. Trust me, we're gonna find him.
And Brody is familiar with number 15, the Rouge Lady. So
Absolutely.
Adamantly.
all right. Well, thank you so
This
much.
shield ain't the only thing that's being thrown.
Oh my god.
Check my
Dollar
box.
bills, y'all. No. Uh
Slanging.
Big Daddy strikes again.
Zandak.
You need a shower before you start talking to ladies like that.
You need a
Um,
shower before you keep talking to me.
just as she does that, and your characters are like getting ready to go leave the ducks, you hear a door open, and you
Oh
just
god.
hear this like you just hear this voice. It uh sounds very
Payday.
no, it's a voice that's comes off as arrogant and
It's a
demanding
fucking magistrate.
and and pretty and pretty low to the ground. Doesn't sound like the person's talking from normal human height because yes, Xandak you turns and with a couple of clerks following behind,
Zandak Zandak
you
looks over
see
his
the
shoulder.
magistrate.
He sees him. He turns back to Win and Brody and goes, "Go, go, 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 go."
You see the magistrate, and you hear the magistrate going. It's sounding quite annoyed at a situation. Um, uh, you hear him go. I'm tired of. I'm getting sick and tired of them coming up with
This
excuses for not making those payments. And hey, you, you,
me?
the red-haired dwarf.
Not me. Oh,
Yeah, you
you got
with the animals, with the
Zandak
understood.
creatures.
swears under his breath to all the gods and turns around. He goes, "Yes, sir. How can I be of service?"
Looks like a
Do it.
smug piece of shit. He's all the way at the bottom.
He
Can I
actually,
do
I
it
That's a
thought
now?
he,
child.
I
That's
thought
a
he looked,
child.
I thought that he looked like a really cute halfling until I read his description.
You know what? I'm gonna put him right there. There it is.
Boom,
Put
there it is.
Yep, put a
Seeing
marker
Xanax's
there.
face, Brody whispers to
So now,
Xanax,
yeah, now
"What
you
do I
click
do it
on,
now?"
yeah, there's a marker there. Now if you click on it where number 8's at, it'll pop.
Ah,
I love that.
that's
It's
cool. That's handy.
very nice.
So yeah, Zandak like curses to himself, and Win and Brody both hear it.
Can we do it now?
They no,
No,
not no,
no.
Fuck.
not now, not now. And he turns around and he goes, "Yes. To whom do I owe the pleasure of this discussion?"
You have a
And
permit for those creatures that you walk around with.
Uh-oh.
Brody, do it.
Brody, do it. Immediate panic button press. That's
Listen,
crazy.
I understand that
I,
you're saviors of the town and their plights and all, but the law needs to be followed. And I'll
Mr. Magistrate.
have my secretary here help you with paperwork to get that done.
Zandak reaches into his pocket and he pulls out Cassidy's rabies and all of his vaccine information.
Mr.
Paper?
Magistrate.
Yeah,
Paper?
he's
What do you mean papers? We saved this blessed town. Papers?
Listen, if I make an exception for you all, that means I'll have to make exceptions elsewhere. Sure enough, it's soon enough, everyone's asking for an exception. And then there's no taxes being paid, no permits being bought, and the coffers of this town will be gone. We have a town to maintain. We have the law to
Exception.
maintain, or else all will be degraded into chaos.
You know,
Zandak,
Exception.
But a mercenary type like you wouldn't care about all that, would you?
Mm,
You would be
Zandak,
dead if it wasn't
hey,
shut,
for that.
Brody.
Mr. Magistrate, you're right. We really should have our paperwork in order. However, if we don't know the laws of this country or this state, this city, your fine, beautiful city, then how can we follow them? Especially when they're so hard to uncover at these places that are very full, and we're outside making sure that your lumber yards are actually working after your people have been murdered.
Also, I just want to
Also,
say we had numerous meetings, not only with the sheriff, but with
Creed,
Creed,
and Creed never
and
mentioned it.
no one brought up paperwork before this moment.
So I'm really sorry to have caused any problems or like drained your coffers of anything, but
sorry.
Brody.
Well, that is quite unfortunate. But now that you're here, you have all the time in the world now to learn of the laws and the customs and the affairs. Being foreigners and all, that's something that you should be doing, is assimilating.
Mr. Magistrate, I'm very sorry, but we're currently on extremely urgent business for Creed. If you wish to make us have to fill out extra paperwork, then I think that you should probably bring it up with him. We're being paid by
This
him
man
right now.
fucking ice. Is this man ice? Am I gonna?
If you wish for us to leave and watch your town slowly decay from the monsters that are outside in the forest, then that's perfectly fine. But we're kind of on urgent business for Creed, and I'm really, really happy to have met you. Have a wonderful day.
Yeah, have a wonderful day.
We should leave.
Zandak doesn't even say that. He just stares at him.
24
Come on.
hours.
You drive a hard bargain.
24 hours.
Drive a hard bargain.
Zandak gives a
24 hours until what, magistrate?
Get the proper permits, or the
You
slurk would
do.
have to be put down.
okay.
So it
No
appears
one
that you don't.
touches the slurk.
So it appears that you do not
You
want our
acquired that
consent.
from those dirty kobolds, didn't you? How are we to trust something like that?
Oh, Zandak's
Brody,
getting heated.
Brody shoots a look at Zandak and goes,
The same kobolds that
"And that
kidnapped the poor children of this town. You know, your
Wow.
allegiances are all over the place. I don't understand why Greed trusts you.
I really hope that
Why
you
don't you
can
go
watch your
talk to
tongue.
him about it then?
I would like to cast a spell.
I have, and I will
Oh
continue to do
man, the
so.
cast just started.
I would
Oh.
like to cast a
Oh,
spell.
you're casting? You're straight casting?
Yeah.
What's she casting? Pause
I
fear.
really hope that you can watch your tongue in the future.
What is that? Verbal somatic. As you begin casting, the magistrate begins casting.
My
oh, but
God.
but she can cast, but I can't throw a shield. There's I
he
Okay, first of all, I didn't know she was about to do that.
he raises a hand as some magic. He's like, I wouldn't do that if I were you, miss. Do you know the laws about using magic upon government officials?
No.
Of course
Not my government. Brody, do it.
I was raised in a forest, sir. No, I do not know the laws of your people.
Okay.
Also, fuck the police.
And
not.
the people that I come, or the home that I come from, doesn't have people who run their country or run their city in a way that causes this many problems and people to die unnecessarily.
Ah, I see. Well, then feel free to take your opinions back to your home. 24 hours, I must be off. I have busy things to do.
Yeah,
Come on, follow me.
he said go back to your country. That's crazy.
I
So
did not
he
handle this well at all. I am so sorry, people.
so he
That
he
dagger's
Give,
looking
Zendak's
really
eye
good
is
right now,
twitching.
Lemony.
give the word win, and you know
he
some real guy will
arrogantly
take
with
get rid of him.
with two
I
clerks
handled this
behind him,
so
he
poorly.
arrogantly like exits the he exits
Oh, I handled this badly.
the room and
I am so sorry. I don't know what came over me.
The
Eve,
the
just
door
just give me the
closes
word.
behind him, and Zendak looks at the secretary and
Just
kind of
give me the
goes,
word. Give me the word.
well, like, he's the worst.
Why do you listen to him? What does he have over you people? What is he? What is a magistrate?
Employment? What?
Employment. To pay taxes to a man who is gonna
Anyways,
steal your entire wage back. This is heresy.
let's go
Listen,
find Deldrin.
I'm so happy
Um,
that we're under Creed's pay.
let's see,
are we?
No.
Lemony, make a your gather info check.
I'm so sorry, guys.
All right.
Let's go to the carnival. This is fun.
I want to go to the carnival too.
Brody looks at Zendak with such disappointment. I could have threw the shield just once.
I know. I know.
Just once.
I know.
Can you hit me in the head so we can forget about all this?
Yeah.
Please? Please? Right here. If you hit it just right, I can have like mild amnesia.
I really hope
Ooh, a 20.
that spell was
Oh
cast.
wow,
Gather,
yeah,
And you
28.
yeah,
missed.
gather
Well,
info. He knows everything about Creed. You're gonna die tonight.
well, for starters, Payday. No one's heard or seen anything from Payday. In
Oh
fact,
no.
they Lemonie's learning that people are finding out that Payday's group has returned, but not with Payday. By Payday's group, as in like, because they know Payday went along with you guys.
Oh, the guys that are
Um,
living in borrowed times once the vow catches up to them for breaking their vows. Those three regulators you're talking about?
well, no, when they say Payday's group, um they say
They
Payday's
mean us.
group came, Payday, the regulators, and you guys.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Um, because of his authority in town, they just assumed he was in charge of it all. Even you guys.
Yeah, Lemony wanted to be number 2 to Creed, but not anymore. He wants to be number 1 now. Fuck Creed.
um, and so you continue going about town, talking to various people, various contacts you've made while you've been here. Um, and you learn a few things. Um, you learn that Creed's every time there's been an attempt on Creed's life, he's gone out his way to like find a defense against that. Um, and I think I do remember going over this before that he has let me just find it. Town, Inner Town. No, not taverns. Oh, there it is. Falcon's Hollow. Uh, no, not the Reed. Where is it? Oh, that's a different looking map. Interesting. What building is that? Is it? Did they add buildings to this
Since the last time we were here?
map? There's
It
another
is
map in
developing
this
in
book.
itself.
They heard how much Zandak was complaining. And they added buildings.
Hmm.
Zandak's just
That
concerned about the housing.
That's great.
is that even listed here? They, okay, that's Creed Manor. Okay, that's weird. That is a different looking map than the one that I'm looking at now.
That's crazy.
why do they have his manor outside the walls of the? Did he just build a new one? So
The other
the
one was too small.
so they have okay. So here is his manor. All right. The map I'm looking at has his manor here.
He's scared. That's why he heard his boy Payday tell that
And like three
he's
times as
scared.
three times as big as like this one with like a big fountain in the front courtyard and everything.
Ain't no walls big enough. Gotta help, gotta save him from his fate.
Anyway, so his mansion's more of like a stronghold. It's surrounded by 10-foot high darkwood walls, guarded by some of the deadliest rogues in the Red Rock Guild, the Thieves Guild,
Hmm.
Guild of
Rogue battles, all right.
yeah, rogue. Um, and patrolled by the
Rogue
most
versus rogues.
and patrolled by the most vigilant sellsword, aka mercenaries, that Lumber Consortium Gold can buy, making the manor nigh impregnable. Rioters have tried to burn the creeds out, prompting the creeds to add 4 interior water towers within the stronghold's wall.
Oh shit.
Then there was a story about harpies that tried infiltrating the upper floors on a moonless night. And so the creeds, it's been said to have placed an ever-present clutch of crossbow-wielding guards on the roof. And then in response to a green hag who shape changed and walked
Man,
through
even a
the
green hag.
even a green hag tried to get at him.
Damn.
Who shape changed and walked through the front gates. They began instigating the rigorous use of passwords.
Shit, Lemon's having second thoughts now. I'm going solo versus this guy. He's gonna need to go recruit the squad. The bomb.
Creed's family has not survived the perils of Darkmoon Vale for over a century by accident.
Mm.
Few residents have ever seen the interior, and none outside his inner circle, which Lemony has learned to be Cabrin Bloodeye, the owner of the 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 bordello and the fucking on the docks. Um,
Mm.
Boss Payday Tatum and Magistrate Hart, the halfling magistrate that these three just encountered.
The
Um,
guy at the bordello, isn't he like buddies with Brody?
who? Uh, who?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Cabrin.
Yeah.
I mean, Cabrin sees Brody as somebody who brings in some money, so
Mm.
brings in some of that good money.
Right.
um, I don't know if Brody went out of his way to like chum it up with him, but
Hell yeah, I could. Can
how
I?
you
Shit.
can,
He was
yeah,
busy he was
yeah.
busy with the ladies.
Get some drinks. Talk about some events, some war stories. Come on now.
Whoa, whoa,
Come
whoa,
on
whoa,
now.
whoa, whoa. You go both ways, buddy?
Maybe I don't
Not
know.
our story.
That's up
My
to
own story.
Brody.
What?
That's why he's Big Daddy.
um,
Big Daddy goes after everyone.
and it's been said that uh Creed's over time has been putting money in to protect the to protect his home with deadly traps. Some said to be of his own design, well as
Rogue, right?
stories of some vicious creatures he has had uh, shipped in and trained. Some said he had trained them himself to be guardians within. So
Brady's a
yeah,
brawler and an animal handler. Crazy.
that's
He's a rogue, brawler, animal handler. Probably got
Jeez.
wizard levels too.
Right.
Thuldrin. No, Thuldrin. No. You're thinking of Payday's a brawler. Thuldrin. I mean, if we I'd say Lemony's. would know, definitely gather enough info to know that Fulgrin, I guess in game mechanics terms, he's uh definitely a highly experienced, highly. He wouldn't have lived this long had he not been rogue,
More experience than him
fellow
himself.
rogue.
Fellow rogue, huh? Have to fight for that rogue crown then. Lemon's getting tired of being the only king of the Kobold. I guess his next goal is to become the king of the rogues.
Cthulhu Creature he's descended from a long line of powerful and ruthless lumber barons. His
I want to
father,
be the king of the pirates. Sorry, the rogues.
his father Thalson showed him the hard lessons of rulership and how to break someone's spirit at a tender age.
Hmm.
Um, there is one thing that he did learn also about Fulgrin that people talk about behind his back,
Hmm. Yeah.
and that's the
Maybe they have to
fact
use some.
that Fulgrin does not hide the fact that he despises bad luck, a vulnerability that he cannot control.
Bad luck. What? That's so arbitrary. How can you just?
Because he's known to be merciful to citizens that suffer hardship because of misfortune.
So he's like really superstitious then.
Hmm.
Like seeing signs of bad luck.
Yeah.
Does he
So
pay
like,
attention to like cats crossing like your path and stuff like that?
right. So you see, if you
Hmm.
see somebody that's like working real
Black
hard
cats.
and doing everything that they can, and then just something crazy unlucky happens to them and ruins their life, like he actually has empathy for that person and
That's
has right.
crazy.
That man's like, I
Um,
actually like people. Stupid.
that's yeah,
When they're going through
his
tough times.
right, his fear of bad luck is 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 that deep.
Hmm.
He's known
How,
to
how
he's
can I
known
weaponize
he's because of this he's known to always refuse to gamble
that? Hmm.
Hmm.
and is not known to engage in any vices other than his greed. And of course, you're aware of his only living relative, son Jurin, which you rescued from the kobolds.
Oh yeah, we did do that.
No one's sure of what happened to his mother. It's apparently died under dubious circumstances not long after Jurin was born.
Well, he killed her.
What?
But uh
Is that how he inherited the
but
faith from
Thulgrin
like?
is Thulgrin's doing his best to try and raise Jurin as a proper creed, quote unquote, and to be an heir to the consortium's grip on Falcon's Hollow. Though from what your character's experience with Jurin is that the boy has kind eyes. It seems is more like his mother, they say. Is bookish, and after your rescue of him, you can there are little lights of hope and progress here, and potential progress in Falcon's Hollow, as long as nobody crushes those little pinpoints of light that flicker here and there in this toiling, corrupt town.
Um, I don't think Lemony would know this, but due to his gather info, was he able to tell if some of those mercs, probably not the rogues, they might be loyal to him, but what about those higher swordsmen, those mercenary, with the right amount of coinage, any possibility they could turn against them, be persuaded to turn against their lord?
Considering people's money situation, you do find the place to be quite, easy bribe. Actually, I think I did go over the towns, like the statistics of the town. Um,
Mm, turn them like another way. Turn a blind eye.
hold on. Let me look up settlement. That's another way. Let me look up what the thing concerning bribes. I remember. Was it in the? No, where is it? Just corruption. Corruption measures how open a settlement's officials are to bribes, how honest its citizens are, and how likely anyone is to even report a crime. Low corruption indicates a high level of civic honesty. The corruption here is -1. That -1 will go to your bluff checks made against city officials or guard and to stealth checks made outside. Crime. Crime here, yeah, -6 when it comes to crime. It's a measure of the settlement's lawlessness. A low, a low
He gets a
crime mod
-1 penalty to bluff. You said, to bribe people.
made against city officials or guards and all stealth checks made outside.
Okay.
Um, a settlement with a low crime modifier is relatively safe, with violent crimes being rare, while a settlement with high crime modifier is likely to have a powerful thieves guild, which they do. The Red Rock, not Red Rocket. Was that what it's called? The Red Rock Guild. Forgot the name of the guild. Um, so it's a -6. The atmosphere generated by a settlement's crime level applies as a modifier on sense motive check to avoid being bluffed and to sleight of hand checks made to pickpocket. It's -6. Society +4. Oh, okay. Now I know why the society is high. Because usually, okay, yeah.
What is that society +4?
Measures how open-minded and civilized a settlement's citizens are. A low society modifier might mean many of the citizens harbor prejudices or overly suspicious of out-of-towners, which your characters didn't really get from you didn't really get that from the populace. You've been getting that from like the elitists. Um, a high society modifier means that citizens are used to diversity and unusual visitors, and that they respond better to well-spoken attempts at conversation. So, with most of the people here, that +4 modifier applies to all disguise checks. Okay, so then Lemoney's got an extra 4 to it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, those bonuses are stacking.
As well as on diplomacy checks made to alter the attitude of any non-government official. So someone like Wynn would have a much easier time with her diplomacy checks on the populace, except for somebody who's a government official, which would explain why.
I was gonna say, oh well, that tracks.
Yeah,
Which,
Well, that
yeah.
makes sense.
I I put so much into the diplomacy though, and then I just failed at the whatever. I have a +10 to my diplomacy. Gosh dang it!
Man, that when you was like, I'm gonna start casting, I was like, oh shit, is it a Lyman check?
I know. I was like so excited.
No, I don't have that. I was trying to get him off your ass, and I fail miserably at this.
The information you try to get, Lemoney's getting it from the assistant of that official. Probably
Oh,
his secretary.
Damn.
No, I wouldn't. The way Wynn handled it was enough for him to just like let you guys off with the with the ultimatum.
Oh,
I'd say without your diplomacy bonus, she would have pissed him off to the point where he's like, "Oh, so you guys want to undermine me? Take them away.
Yeah.
A day in jail would be good for you all." Like,
I would
yeah.
have
Honestly,
went down. I would
I
have
We all
died
gotta.
swinging.
I thought that that's what was going to
No,
happen.
no. If your diplomacy was shit, that would have happened. But because of the +10,
I have a plus
I was
10.
I was like, all right, he's not gonna go too crazy on them. He's
My delivery was shit.
as
I
as as
failed that so bad.
I would have went down swinging. I ain't going to no prison. Okay, black people don't survive in prison. Right?
Well, this city believes
Some-
in diversity, so you're going to be okay.
something tells a brawler. Something tells me you'll be running the show there, Big Daddy. Nobody messing with
Bro,
you. You'll be
Brody's
messing
Brody's
around.
a Brody's a brawler.
Yeah, he don't even need a weapon.
Brody's
His body is a
nah,
weapon.
Brody's a
But with
brawler
its
fighting unarmed, and all these crossbow guys were shooting at him. They're like, "Stop on!"
Mm,
he
a
doesn't have
Oh
brawler
his
would
shit!
excel in jail.
That'd have been the story in Falcon's Hollow. Like, does skin tone really matter? No longer just the race.
I
Are
don't
black
know.
are black dwarves next?
Okay, guys, all fantastical races matter.
But only the fantastical ones. Humans, nah.
Damn,
You're also human. That's funny. I'm sorry.
I know.
Shoot. Okay. Focus, focus, focus.
Um. Okay, so yeah, Lemony got that, couple of hours worth.
Okay.
Um.
Yeah, so that's actually very helpful because he was gonna do a. He thought for a second there he was about to pull a Metal Gear Solid and go assassinate Solo, this Creed guy. Now he's having second, third, and fourth thoughts not to do that.
So happy.
Of course, he ain't losing no face because he never told the party what was his plan to begin with. So he's just getting info.
No face, no
Um.
case.
Right. He ain't losing no face at all. He's like, oh, never mind.
So with that, I'd say the last place Lemony was at, as he was rounding up all that information, was at the Sitting Duck.
Lemonie's hoping. Well, I hope Sam Deck is successful. Hopefully, the law prevails here because taking him out, violent brute force, is going to be very, very difficult.
Was at the Sitting Duck, and then the other three, you go to the docks, and it didn't take you long to to get the ask around and find where Delgin was, and you see him with a couple of militia members with him, and you make your way over to him, and uh and Emran, you
God damn
finish
it.
you finish changing in your barn the barn, yeah, and and as
Cameron, get
you're
out of the bar.
as you were just about finishing your getting everything situated, using what little using what necessary what necessary makeup you needed to use, getting your fit on properly and adjusted, and getting your walk, getting your gait, getting your the all of it down to like the most minute detail possible to come off as someone entirely different than the way you move about as being the vow. And with the final thing being your mindset. And just as you were finishing just as you were finishing that routine, um at the barn door you hear like uh you hear this thudding sound. You hear like but like it sounds like somebody's like throwing their body against the door.
Damn, it's a fucking
And
raid.
it Well, it doesn't sound like multiple. It doesn't sound like multiple instances of this. Just this one, like boom, right? And you're like, oh wow, it's a loud knock at them, and then it's boom, and then and then again and again, and it's not exactly the intervals aren't they're not rhythmic. It's a sporadic, you know, uh, thudding sound against the door. What does he do?
Hmm. He goes over and opens the door.
You
Fair
reach
enough.
out. You reach out and you open the door, and Lemony back at the sitting duck.
Hmm?
Oh.
Sorry, did you get a like a cut? Like we just got a cliffhanger in the game.
Back at the sitting duck where you're enjoying your drink after, yeah, spending some time, conversing, listening, eavesdropping, chatting, chatting, from anywhere, from the kids all the way up to the most elderly person that you could meet. Um,
Once he's done doing all that, he's gonna switch to another disguise, like another human child, but looking
oh,
a little
changes
different.
changes this guy's up again. All right. All right. What did I say? You get an additional
Again,
+4,
yeah,
right? Because of the society. All right.
because
Minor
just in case somebody
details.
has like a mental image of, oh, this kid was asking questions, he wants to make sure he doesn't look like that kid any longer. Once
Right.
he's
All
done with
right.
his recon, so he'll do another. Is that you that roll or me?
I have to secretly roll. You can't know how good or bad your disguise is.
All right, all right. So you roll then. Remember all those extra bonuses you say he gets. So
Yeah. That's +17. So
oh, all right, good. Just blending
because
in, man. Like
I
he's a
gave you
ghost.
5 for minor details and 4 because of the society
He's in his
modifier.
element here. This is Rogue Town over here. He's in his
Um.
element. We're not in the wilds out there. No
So
more
you
survivor's
so
check.
you're
No
there.
more hunting rabbits.
You're there, and you're famished. You want something to eat, so you got a meal over at the sitting duck. And as you're eating your meal, the door slams open as you see a hysterical, elderly-looking human, uh, and looking frightened, in a frightened state, like muttering, trying to get like words out. He stands short and
Someone that he recognizes.
he stands short and slender, with narrow shoulders, poor posture. Though he's a slim fellow, his arms and back have you can you can tell that his you're with if you good perception skill, you also notice that his arms and back have uh uh they're pretty well fit, like the muscles are wiry. Um, you can roll a local check, see how much you know about
All
this
right,
particular individual.
Roger. Plus 8. Okay.
All right. This is Varen Hira. I will type it out.
All right.
Varen, who has a continuum of his physical description. He has a sloppily shaved face that bears a few razor nicks in it. Heavy dark circles rim his dull gray eyes, which linger uncomfortably on people he's looking about. Um, he he's uh worked in Falcon's Hollow for a long period of time as their residential grave digger.
Oh, all right.
Hence the wiry muscles on
All
his
right, guys,
arms
I
and
gotta
back.
go. The gravedigger just showed up and he's freaking out, so I'm gonna sign off.
Um,
Well, I'm about to give this guy some good business.
um, you do notice that under the sleeve of his threadbare coat, he's got a
Mhm.
weapon. He's got a weapon concealed there. He doesn't have it out, but Lemony is able to make out that he's got something there.
Lemony, you said
And
he was eating,
oh,
right?
Meavy, thanks for the raid, buddy. Thanks you for
You
the
said that Lemony
raid.
was
What is
eating,
it?
correct?
Yes. He was eating when this man came busting in.
He
What's up,
Lemony is gonna
Lego?
like try to act like,
The
huh?
oddballs. That's hilarious.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So Lemony, he's gonna keep like eating his meal, minding his own business. You know, he has his hoodie on, his hood from his cloak.
Oh,
Like it has nothing to do with him.
hardcore. Thanks for the
But as he
raid.
notices
Thank
that
you. Welcome, raiders.
person and kind of recognizes him and sees the concealed weapon, he does a sleight of hand of his own, and he pulls out one of his many daggers and starts to pull him in one of his hands, concealed as well. So I'll do a sleight of hand. What's my sleight of hand modifier? Oh, here it is. Plus 14. I don't want him to notice that he has a dagger in his cup, like in his hands. With his other hands, he's eating like normal, but at the ready. I mean, if he
Okay,
has
I'm
to do a
sorry.
bluff check, he'll bluff as if like he didn't notice him at all. But although he is noticing him and is well aware of him or his
Um,
actions.
so what he knows about Varen is the the man's not stupid, but he's known to often forget the names of everyday objects. He struggles to recall the name of the tool he even uses to dig graves, for example.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For which
Stupid ass boy.
for which
Zandak
the
feels that.
for which the
Zandak
people
understands.
for which the people of Falcon's Hollow consider him a simpleton or a half-wit. He serves as the groundskeeper of a paltry tract of rocky soil a few miles outside of town, where the locals bury their dead. And over the years, his reputation as an overly eager scavenger has spread through the town. And though none have accused him of being a grave robber, they know better than to leave valuables on bodies that he's gonna bury. He has inherited a small cemetery from his great grandfather. He lives alone in a small shack at the edge of the graveyard and barely manages to survive off a small garden and the meager supplies he purchases on his monthly trips to town. He's known to travel about to various villages and forts in a mule-drawn wagon that reeks of death and cheap incense, and for the paltry sum of a silver piece each, he carts off the dead and buries them miles away from civilization, which leaves him just enough money to cover his expenses, and on those occasions when he comes up short, he simply borrows what he can from the corpses in his cart.
Hmm?
He's
Who's
um
leaving? I'd go through my own mother's pockets. Who's leaving coins and change in someone's?
I think it has to do with like paying for their rite of passage through the grave or through the like afterlife.
Like the river
Maybe.
Styx?
Yeah.
How you
yeah, it
had to do the coins?
depends on the culture, yeah. I don't think they do that in Falcon Hollow.
I'm still like, no, she don't need those.
Yeah,
That's
Falcon's Hollow people
crazy.
She can find
would
her own
probably
way.
rob
She
the
don't need to
dead.
pay for a guide.
Fal- Falcon's Hollow is the type of people here would be like, the dead don't need that. I do. I got
I
taxes.
need
I
that.
got taxes to
Exactly.
pay. Uh,
That fucking Imran guy keeps coming around knocking on my door.
so
He doesn't even go here.
Eric, so yeah, you see him bust in, and he's like muttering and uttering, and some of the locals in the tavern are like, "Oh, Varen, what, you all right there?" And he's like,
You on
"Uh,
me?
uh, you, you have to get, you have to let everyone know, it's the dead. They're rising. I tell you, they're rising. They're they're walking the countryside. They're going to be coming here."
Swear to fucking God.
And the he's like, you all need to get your weapons. You need to get them off. You need to fight them off.
There's Remy being Remy again. Ha 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 ha.
Lemony just listens. He doesn't opine. He sees if anybody else like says anything else.
Um, so uh, couple of the locals they saw it chuckling. They're like, I think Baron's lost his last marble there. Maybe he's just had a really bad dream. Hey, Varen, maybe just had a nightmare. You sure? You look like you just woke up. Then again, you look like you never sleep either.
Lemony
And
Lemony can't help himself. He takes a big swig of his glass of milk, and then he places it on the table. Well, that explains why business feels so dead tonight. Not many people out here. They probably met their untimely device. Oh well. And he continues eating.
What if it's just Payday? Like looking like shit and dragging himself into town.
That would
Not
be
acting.
fantastic. We should get our pitchforks, guys. We should go get our pitchforks and our torches, and we should go and take care of that zombie problem.
so Varen's like, you're just gonna make a joke out of this? They came. What is wrong with you? And he like picks a chair
Yeah,
over
all right.
in anger.
Lemony Lemony studies continues to study the gravedigger, for a little moment more. And the gravedigger probably cannot see Lemony's face that well because he has his hood on, it's shadowy, kind of light. And then he says, all right, all right. How many corpses do you see out there? How many are we talking about?
Nothing. Nothing. And they're not all the same. Some are zombies, and some of them are vicious ghouls with their claws and
But,
their long
why,
disgusting
why, would you-
tongues. And
why will you come here first? Why not go to the sheriff? Let law enforcement handle it.
I'm trying to let everybody know, even the sheriff. I don't know where he. I don't. And like you see him like panicking like crazy, like he can't even get the words out. Make a diplomacy check.
All
He
right.
said, let me say law enforcement? Wait a minute, Sophia, relax. What?
What? No, like Lemone's basically saying this ain't my business. Go to law enforcement. He is not.
No, but
What
he,
are
I
you
feel
talking?
like if
You
zombies
paying
are
attention,
encroaching
Brody?
the town
Wake
you're
up, Brody.
currently in, it is your business.
Yeah,
this sounds
like
like a you
Lemone's
problem.
like this ain't my business. Yeah, that sounds like a you problem pretty much. Lemony
That's
is not.
issue, not a ish me.
Yeah. Oh damn!
That's what.
Another
Another
20.
nat
Another 20.
20.
Louis 28.
You're
Damn.
like, damn, I wish these were critical hits.
Yo, I'm telling you, man, these roguish town. It's where like Lemony is like at home.
So he was agitated beyond any sensible composure, but you were able to um calm him down. And after just a little bit of time and talking to him, and
Mhm.
and putting on this you put on this presence of like relaxation and that you're there, and he starts to sense with your presence there, he senses that you're it's as if he can feel the calm radiating off of you, and he starts to simmer down some more, and he takes the chair that he just knocked over, he picks it up and he sits in it, and he takes a deep breath.
Yeah, Lemonade not
Well, he takes a
joking no
few
more.
deep
At first
breaths.
he was, but not. He looked like he's serious and not a crazy guy.
He goes, my home. I live at the edge of a graveyard that I've inherited. The cemetery. They began the dead. They were just pulling themselves up out of the earth and just walked off without so much as a how do you do.
How do you do?
And and uh, I swear I had nothing to do with that. 'Cause I know people like to talk and they say all sorts of bad things and mean things about me. But I had nothing to do with them coming out of the ground. And he starts to describe like what some of the dead look like, and he describes what sounds like zombies, rotting corpses that are slowly shambling, mindlessly in a certain direction. But then he does also describes the ghoul, which
When he
which
mentioned that he's not responsible, can Lemony do a sense motive on that
yeah,
particular?
yeah.
Okay,
It did sound suspect, didn't it?
yeah.
I
Said,
didn't
I'm
know the
not.
cursed object that
He
said
almost
do
finished.
not read me near.
What do you mean? What do you mean you're not the cause of this one this time? What do you mean?
Ah, well, he gets a
I-
he gets a freebie. I passed this time.
Why
um
is there? Well,
uh yeah, you're not sure. Um but yeah, but and he describes the ghoul, and which are definitely far
gabagool.
more dangerous than the zombies because they're very intelligent, and they're I think your characters are for the ghoul, right?
I
I
don't
think
recall.
so.
Yeah, we did.
We did maybe. We fought a lot of undeads already.
I know. I don't know if a
Yeah,
ghoul
no,
was
there
one
were
of them.
ghouls
There was a good. Yeah, okay. There
in
was a
that
room that
like
had like
weird
two
tunnel that
ghouls.
kept having
Yeah,
chambers. Yeah.
there was a room that had like two ghouls in it, and did somebody get paralyzed? I think somebody got paralyzed from.
I don't
But
remember.
anyway, or almost got paralyzed. Yeah, those are super dangerous. But
Love that.
he also describes an unfamiliar form of undead creature that Lemony has not uh heard of, but it sounds rather horrifying. Are these skeletal it's these skeletal the skeletons that are like continuously dripping blood,
Oh,
and
is this? Hold up. Is this my girl who's hot on top and nothing on bottom?
Ergothoa.
Yeah. Is she finally making her? Because she was like undead stuff, wasn't she?
Yes,
uh
she was part of the
yeah,
leprosy camp, wasn't she?
she's a plague goddess and undead, right? No,
Undead.
Ergothoa is
Gluttony.
is gluttony and
Gluttony.
undead. Is she plague also? I thought she was
I,
plague, like diseases
I
and
don't know if
shit.
she
I
was.
don't know. She's
I think
hot. I'm hoping she
I know
shows up.
she was definitely gluttony and definitely
I don't
undead.
know. She's hot.
Okay, okay. I was right.
Your
I was
priorities
right.
are not in the right place.
She's three different things. Three. Okay. Yeah, she's areas of concern, disease, gluttony, and undeath. Yeah, it's all three.
Hmm.
Hey, girl.
So
Janet's gonna see her and be
Um.
like, "Hey, big
Oh, and
head."
and
I
then
thought
and then and then the last thing that he described, he's like, and there's this other horrifying creature that came from. It looked. It was hideous. The hideous corpse. It had a crooked spine. Its limbs were bent. It was. the the muscle was wrapped in these thick folds, and this flesh was like this green red. It had these swollen pustules. Is that how it's pronounced?
Pustules.
Yeah, pustules, and which I don't think that's the word he'll use because he's not super smart. So whatever,
Boils.
it's
You probably
whatever
say boils.
synonym boils. Yeah, these swollen.
Yeah.
He says boils. These swollen boils, and um, it got on all fours and just rushed across the landscape as if it was a rabid dog.
Uh, Lemony lets out a slow breath as he puts the cup back into the table.
And as you're doing that, a couple of the patrons start laughing. They're like, "Now he's just making up creatures from
Yeah,
his nightmares."
under, underneath the underneath the table, he's like um tapping on his hidden dagger. Almost like spinning it like a fidget spinner.
Right. It's
He
like spinning it on the
smirks
table.
and he looks up at the gravedigger. Oh, okay, of course, of course. So let me see if I got this straight. So the dead rise from your graveyard, but somehow you're not responsible. Well, there. Well, then, that is either very bad luck, and then you see like start smirking, or it might be the beginning of a very interesting story. And he starts to like stand up from his chair
Milk drunk.
and
Milk truck.
yeah, and he looks up to this
Staggers a
Smelling
human.
little.
like Similac.
Yeah, he looks up to this human. He's like, "Are they confined within the graveyard, or have they left? Have they
They've
escaped?"
they've they've left. They're on their way here. Cameron, when you open the door, there's a rotting corpse of a man lumbering in your direction.
Emerin slams the door shut.
Oh, and Lemon is hesitating to
All
go in
right.
there too, huh?
Well,
I forgot about
let
Imran.
all right. Roll initiative. We'll see if you were quick enough to shut it before it rushes in. So,
All right.
This dude just open the door.
right.
Oh,
Oh,
Ooh, well, zombies have hit
let's
initiative,
hope. Let's
but
hope
that
it's
was
not the ghoul.
but
Let's hope it's not the ghoul.
that was right, even lower than what I expected. Um, okay. Wait, is that the human zombie? Yes, okay.
it's a zombie, so luckily it's not like
It's not the
Yeah,
ghoul.
it's not
it's
fast.
not a
If that
ghoul.
was the ghoul, man, you would have been a goner.
Oh man, that would have been awful. All right,
Still
so
be me though.
as you go to shut the door, it like lunges in and makes an attack.
All right. Well, he doesn't have his armor on, so his base AC is 12. Oh,
Oh
20.
shit!
It hit.
Oh shit! A crit.
Does it knock him out? So you have no it's just your dex, right?
Yeah. So my AC is 12.
I got an 8 plus. Yeah, that was right on the dot. So you took a critical hit to the
Damn.
Damn,
the
from a
so yeah,
zombie.
yeah,
That's
yeah, the
disrespectful.
zombie rushes in and bam
He
right across your
oh, he
head.
could be undead.
16 points of damage.
Man, that's the
Hmm.
strongest. That's
You
the strongest zombie slap I have ever
you're
seen in
gonna
my
have yeah,
TV.
you're gonna get a good knot in your head from that.
Oof.
A knot.
So he takes the hit and he stumbles backwards. He
Now
stumbles
thing about
backwards on the
zombies, yeah,
table.
you're aware that you can easily outrun it and it can only take one action per turn. But so and you only see this one zombie currently. Whether there's more, you're not sure. Your perception doesn't sense anything other than this one zombie. But that's what he's dealing with right now.
All right. And
Yeah, what did he
the
do?
the last place that he was, is this taking place at
Right
at
at the
at
barn. When you open the
nighttime?
barn door. No, this is when he after he just finished changing.
Okay. So that's
Yeah,
at
that
the
was
barn door.
fast.
All right. So he screams out, "What in the nine hells!" And then he runs over and he wants to go and grab like a barn tool that looks like as close as possible to like an axe or the size of an axe.
Looking for a slashing weapon in the barn.
Yeah. Do you have any?
Uh,
Like a
think of
scythe.
Yeah, scythe would work.
you find you do find the scythe. Yes.
All right.
Yay!
Are there any like?
It's
How
not it's
convenient.
not it's not built as a war tool.
Mhm.
It's
A
a
hand axe.
farming it's the farming implement kind of scythe and as opposed to like a military fucking scythe.
Right.
So
Are
I
there
would
bales of hay?
I'd count it as a
Simple weapon.
Yeah. A
no he could
large
no try
improvised weapon.
but it's like an improvised weapon, yeah.
All right. Are there like bales of hay around?
An early day tomorrow. Okay. Um
Just before
are there
you
ba-
tell me to roll for initiative.
Well, I'm gonna get to you three as you're talking to Delgin. I'm gonna
Oh,
let
fuck.
okay, so you withdraw. Wait, he can acrobatics, right?
Yeah.
You want to do that or withdraw?
I go for an acrobatics.
All right, roll. Which shouldn't be. You're not armored, so it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Hopefully, CMD ain't gonna be that great against the zombie. So
Yeah, his acrobatics actually is a little higher now. Should be
That's funny.
plus 6.
Let's
All
go.
okay.
right.
So you tumble away. How you can describe how you tumbled away from the zombie before it could smack you again, and you rush over
And it smacks
the
him.
scythe.
He actually like falls backwards with the hit. It uses the momentum to kind of like roll him like backwards into like a back somersault. And then he kind of pushes off his shoulder as he tucks his feet in. And he comes up facing it and he's just reaching behind him on the wall for like whatever he feels as a weapon while keeping his eye on the zombie.
Yeah. Move action and move action. You grab and arm yourself with the scythe as it lumbers over to you. Um. Uh.
Are there any bales of hay around,
Yeah. There's
like
bales.
hanging?
There. Yeah. There's bales of hay not hanging. Um. It's up against the wall of the barn, right near the scythe.
All right. Would I be able to make a sunder attempt on the bale of hay on the bottom so that the stack could tip over in the direction of the zombie?
Well, you already took your actions. You moved and then you grabbed the scythe down.
Right. But I was just
Uh.
curious if that was if that
Oh, if you
was
could do that on your
possible.
turn. Well, yeah, I was to say
Yeah.
the zombie took its turn, which was one move action to get to you, and it's done because it can only take one action. Um, so on your action, that's what you want to attack the bale of hay.
Yeah. I want to attack the bale of hay on the bottom so that it could lose its integrity and then fall over towards the zombie, and then I'm getting out of there.
Um,
Because that would, I'm assuming that would also create like difficult terrain because you have to climb over objects.
well, no, he's up to you right now. Like
Oh, I
he's
didn't have
yeah.
to move back to get the scythe. I thought I had
You
to tumble away.
you tumbled away and you had to move 20 feet to get to the side, which the zombie just followed you on its turn. You get what I'm saying? Like you took your move action to get away, you took your move action to
Hmm.
grab the scythe, and while you were doing that, the zombie was chasing after you. Um,
So I moved and grabbed that, and then the
on its
zombie moved
turn,
into
it just took a move action to get to you.
to
So
get to me.
to get to you. So it's still threatening you.
Okay, so since it's still threatening me, then scratch that idea. He would just tumble away again.
Even further.
Actually, no, he would full defense and
Total defense. So that'll put
total
your
defense.
AC. That'll put your AC to up by what's your acrobatics ranks? Is it 3?
3, yeah.
So you that'll put you at 18 AC. Um, that's a standard action, leaving with a move action.
And then he'll take his full move away
All right.
towards the exit.
Full move. Would take it at attack of opportunity. The zombie hit.
With a full defense still?
Yeah, for 5 points of damage. So he clipped the back of your he clipped your shoulder. So there's like you know that's gonna be a bruise tomorrow. Later on it's gonna be a pretty big bruise. But he lunges at you again, and like the weight of the undead just corpse arm just foul like clips your shoulder. Um, almost knocked it out of its socket. And but yeah, so you took 5, but you took a total of 21 points of damage. Yeah. What you move. What is 30 feet, right? Yeah, you move 30 feet. Which at this point, because it can only take one action, unless it does as long as you maneuver yourself we're gonna assume he's maneuvering himself in a way where the zombie can't charge at him, because that's the only way a zombie could. It would
Yeah.
attack. Yeah, it would have to make a charge attack.
That's why I was trying to make some difficult
Yeah.
terrain too.
So I'll say at this point that's where you do start making like you move away, it tries to chase after you. You move in a manner where it can't like charge at you, and you start knocking.
Zigzag.
You zigzag. You start knocking. You start knocking down stuff in the barn to like impede its movement further, and in a sense, you kind of like circle around the perimeter of the barn to get away from it, and um, you didn't have too much of a problem getting out the door. And as you get out the door, you see about 10 more. No, I'm kidding. You get out, you go out the door and you're looking around to see if there's any more of these, any more undead that's about. You don't see or sense any. It's just the one zombie that seems to have randomly just, in your perspective, just randomly fucking came from somewhere and just started knocking on the, banging on the damn door.
All right.
Don't.
Now my equipment is inside the barn, right?
Yeah.
All right. So he would go around to the back of the barn and try to climb up to get above to get higher ground.
All right.
Just like the rafters.
Yeah, I'd say the zombie doesn't follow. I say you were able to quickly get away quick enough. And again, it's a zombie. Its senses aren't that great. It once it's lost sight of you. As you're climbing, you're able to look out in the distance. It actually moving away from the barn off toward off towards the town in that direction.
So then after that, he would drop the scythe, and then he'll start gearing up. Time to go
Uh
back into being the vow. No
Vandak,
rest for the wicked.
Wynn, and Brody, you get to Deldrin, and he goes, "Welcome. You've returned. How did it go at the cut yard?"
Could have been better.
Could have been
Do you
worse.
do you have maybe somewhere we can go to talk? Just, the
Have
three of us and you, and I realize that makes it sound like we're trying to take you somewhere by yourself.
If he wasn't thinking that before.
Right.
I
He's
mean,
now he does look at the three of you as if he was rolling a sense motive check. And for those of you that are wise in the cleric and the druid, enough to well, Brody has some good sense motive. The three of you realize he's judging and gauging your interaction with him at the moment, and but the three of you fought on to a good. He had a good reason why. Um, Considering the corruption of the town and Food and Creed's influence, it's not so much paranoia but caution in case one or some of you may be fully on Foolage and Creed's payroll. Maybe all of you are. Maybe all of you are being coerced. Um, but yeah, the way that was worded, it was he he looks cautious, like, huh? Does Creed have these three under their thumb now? Like, uh-oh.
He didn't look injured or roughed up in any way.
No, Belgian looks, fit, healthy, nothing. He doesn't look. He doesn't seem to be battered. You don't see any wounds on him from any like battle he may have gotten into recently.
It's
Um,
still like middle of the day, right?
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
maybe more 10:30, but getting close for the
Yeah.
moon.
So are there I mean, I imagine there's a good amount of people around the docks.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
docks are busy.
So yeah, Zandak's concern is just like, is there somewhere private we could talk to you about the
This
the task we were sent to complete?
Hmm.
Not gonna lie, that sounds sketchy as hell.
I know, Brody, but I don't want to talk about it out here.
Dildred, this is a matter of the city's safety and your ability to help with keeping them safe. If you wouldn't mind, it would be really nice to have a conversation with you, preferably in private, so we don't have unwanted ears listening in.
He nods. Belgian looks around, and
Let's step into the Rouge Lady.
Yes, Brody has a
right.
Brody's
lot of
like,
friends there.
yes.
Deldrin
Brody,
looks around. In
Brody,
fact, Deldrin looks towards the Rouge Lady, but not because he's thinking of going there. He's like absolutely not the most private of places to make this discussion, especially with Caldrin. Is that his name? Caldrin owning the place.
How come
Um,
everyone here, their name ends with an IN?
because
Eldrin, Caldrin, fucking, we just met.
Dandakin.
No, Varen,
Fulgen
like
Creed, Vamros Hard.
Thuldrin.
Well, the halfling's name is Vamros Hard.
There's a
Excuse
lot
me?
of INs at the end of it.
But Payden
Yeah,
Tatum.
yeah.
Um, what was the other one? What was the name of the I forgot the name of the guy with the Rouge Lady.
Also, like the dude that we rescued, Felgren. Everyone's got an IN, like at the an RIN or an IN at the end of their name. That's suspicious.
they're all
That is the
related.
most that
It,
is the most ADHD observation I've ever experienced in my entire life.
that's why there's
Ha
More
only
so
Habron.
19
than
houses.
Habron. Habron.
more so than me trying to figure out how the population all fits in these houses.
It's because they're related. You just made it all like fit. You
You
solved the problem.
damn, the incest is real, is what I'm hearing. That's crazy.
Well,
That's
that's what the Rouge
crazy.
Lady's for, okay? They bring in new women all the time. It's
Oh
The
fine.
my
gene pool here is very shallow. All right,
That's why
where's
we're
Fel? Who's this one? Feldrin?
Deldrin.
Yeah,
Deldrin.
where's he? Deldrin?
Belgian
Deldrin.
is
Yeah, where's
He's the
Deldrin gonna
sheriff.
take this?
Yes,
okay.
we're
So
seeing
Belgian's looking about, and you notice he's looking like he does look towards the Rouge Lady and make sure like there's no one there like watching in your direction. And he looks around. He starts looking around towards like the rooftops and he nods and he goes, "Have you spoken to Thulgrin at all since you came back?"
No,
You
No.
are our first stop.
So he doesn't know you're back.
no.
I mean, he probably does. He has enough spies around here that he probably knows that something's going up.
I'm certain he'll know now, and he's gonna want to know why you didn't go straight to him. I'll come up with a story
Because
on that.
we had a
Let's.
run-in with
Xander's like, because he fucking tried to kill us.
we had a run-in with a magistrate, and so you are our next stop right after the magistrate. Paperwork and stuff.
Ah, you've met the magistrate. What was your impression?
He was
He
divine.
almost got a shield to the face. How about that? But
You
He said
didn't.
the
somebody didn't
cat
give.
needs paperwork.
And
He almost got shielded, but somebody didn't give me the go to.
Yes, Brody, please join the long line of those who would love to do the same, including myself. I'm first.
hmm,
All right, I like you already.
He goes, "All right. We'll talk at the Iomade Temple."
you guys have a temple?
Yes, a temple
Yeah,
to the goddess Iomade.
Ioma
And
Day.
I am not familiar with this goddess.
And your characters, at least those that have been here a decent amount of time, you are aware that there is a temple to Iomade, who is the goddess of, ironically, in a place like this, of honor, justice, and valor.
Huh.
Because Falcon's Hollow actually has you, cleric. Despite anemic competition from other faiths and a demonstrated record of care for the town's residents, Lady Serthana Gensar, who is a cleric of Iomade, he continues to struggle to try and win converts in this beleaguered town. However, your characters have learned that few locals seem to trust her, and most actually go to Laurel with their medical concerns, which your characters first met Laurel when you first got
Mhm.
to Galarian, the one that runs the apothecary. And you learned that Laurel Wishful didn't go to for that.
I do remember that.
Yeah, like I'm not that kind of not a physician. Um, it'd be like people going to like a natural herb store to get their COVID cured. She's like, no, what are you doing here? Like,
Oh, I'm sure people tried, so that,
right.
it makes sense.
um, so which seems odd to some of your characters, but you have come to learn that the Lumber Consortium has made itself clear in denouncing the meddling the goddess and her clerics in the town's affairs. And so the locals obliged by just avoiding it as much as possible. Many members of other religious sects who fled here from other settlements to escape persecution from major faiths um, resent the recent arrival of
Be right
Iomade.
back. I'm about to use the restroom.
Uh, they resent the recent arrival of Iomade's followers, and so there are tensions that lie hung among the most zealous. And this conflict has resulted in more than one less than holy brawl on the muddy thoroughfare of Worthip Way. Um, the members of other religious groups that have fled here tend to be worshippers of the gods Calistria, Kurgus, um, and several other deities. Um, Lady Serthana is known to regularly requests assistance from others of her faith in her seemingly never-ending quest to aid the endangered souls of the town. But because of the corrupting nature of this wild frontier post, it's far too tempting for the devotion of most initiates to even survive. There are stories of the cloistered would-be paladins and clerics that tend to woefully find themselves unprepared for the challenges that they face here. And some have ended up as just pawns for the consortium, lured from their ideals by bribes and Creed's agents, either in the form of gold or free passes to the Rouge Lady. Creed sure does enjoy flaunting his power by condescendingly offering donations to her cause, praising her efforts to quote unquote look after the hardworking souls of Falcon's Hollow, while secretly crippling her efforts to reform the town.
Good old politician.
Yep. So he means well, but lacks the power to do, to enact much change because of the forces that are against her.
Man, this sounds like a job for Icarus.
Still, she carries on, and Delgin admires her for that. And he goes, meet me at the temple. I have a prayer to make. And
Oh,
as he turns to his militia members to inform them that he turns to the militia members, he goes, um, I'm just gonna make a few more rounds and check on a few other places and make sure everything's going all right before I head back to the office. And he orders them. He's like, continue surveying the docks, make sure everything here is, he's like, he's like, be sure to make the call in case of the huge event that needs reinforcements.
Meanwhile, Imran's running towards town.
So he makes his way towards the temple. Of course, he tells you guys don't. He tells you to go separately. He's like, he'll head over to the temple. He's like, meet me later. Within the hour. So he makes his way over there as as he goes further down the road, um, deeper into the town. Three of you, um, the three of you see and hear a lot of commotion from north of where you're at.
Oh, no.
The commotion seems a little panicky.
Are we gonna go and fix that?
finally, some entertainment. Let's go.
Oh boy.
Ah, what's
And
talking?
as you focus in that on that situation, you hear maybe the residents you notice the residents seem confused. A few of them rush off to flee. Others are looking for weapons as if to take action against something. And eventually the word comes to you from the north, a horde of undead coming to the town.
So,
So
Deldrin,
everyone who's capable of arming themselves and defending themselves and the town, please do something.
Deldrin tells his dude to like whistle if anything major happened. Makes it like 10 feet.
Well, Delvin's like down, like he's like down here, like he.
Is he sprinting? Like,
No, he was walking. It was
I
some,
feel like
We
he
were
should
down
know.
here.
yeah, you guys were down here, and he went in this direction. So like you don't even see him anymore. He's behind the buildings on another
Alright.
road.
Well, the panic. Okay, that's fine.
But you hear, but you know, like you know,
For a half elf, his senses are not great.
For a sheriff, his senses are not great.
no, like he was already far enough away from this area before, like, because the commotion's here.
Oh,
Or
Yeah.
where?
it's like
Point again.
on top
Wait,
of
wait.
us, like
No, not no.
the.
I'm sorry, not here. Here by the docks. It's not a huge commotion. It's like it's people coming to like warn, but it's not like a huge crowd of like
Okay,
panicking
I
people.
thought it was like a pitchforks and
No, 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 no,
screaming
no,
crowd. Okay.
no.
No, it's
It's no, it's no, no, no. It's but it's noticeable that like several people are being told, like the news is spreading.
Why do I have a feeling that Lemony has something to do with this?
That that man is going to be the death of me. Okay.
And considering your characters had to deal with undead, and considering you were in some ancient ruins that had undead, and considering that you were warned by Merlot before he finally went to the afterlife that a greater evil, the same, a greater power, or in your perspective, clearly a greater evil, but to Merlot, a greater power, the one that had me risen, will be coming for you all next. And so you can't help but shake the feeling that these undead are here and some connection to you.
I was gonna say, is this one our fault again? Like
Probably.
how,
We're evil
like
to
how,
fight evil, guys.
like
Not
how we
evil.
found out that the kobolds were having their like little uprising because they were attacked by a group of adventurers.
We are sweethearts. We would never do anything like that.
And for the vow, obviously you get your. So he goes back to the vow. He goes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'd say by the time when that was happening to you, when you got your stuff on and you make your way towards the town, and when you get towards the town, you you can sense a lot of you can sense you can see that there's a sort of panicky activity going on. Um,
All right. I would like to stealth. He's moving in the shadows of the building, of the houses.
so he's moving like between buildings and small crevices,
Mm-hmm.
small little
And
alleys. Yeah.
alleyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, you notice a lot of people shuttering themselves up in homes. A few of them arming up, even the commoners. Um, in fact, many of them lumberjack, carrying their axes. These people, not everyone's trying to hide or flee from the incoming threat.
Mm. Okay.
And you have yet. I'm trying to. Where okay, so you came through this area right here. Um, actually, in fact, as you're
I see Lemony street urchin faking picture. It's funny.
right. Well, what's he trying to do?
You're not the only master of disguise.
He's trying to catch up to the zombie that hit him.
Oh, he's trying to.
He's got he's on a revenge arc right now.
Oh god. All right. So you know what?
It's a flaw of his. He has glory hound, so
Oh, you got glory
Um,
hound?
mm-hmm.
I would
And he
say
has
when
a
you
vengeful
you know
trait.
what I would say when you get up to here, you see the zombie.
He'd step out in front of the zombie and he'd say, "You didn't finish your meal."
Mm.
That's a good one.
Oh.
You make your attack.
Take out Oathbreaker. Charge him.
And he's gonna be done.
Well,
He rolled. I guess you could roll damage. Pretty sure your damage will most likely show it. Let me double check its HP.
46.
Oh yeah, I'd be surprised if it doesn't. 1 1 1 1 1.
Yeah, it's possible. 1-1. 2 1s, 2
Yeah,
6s though.
yeah. You cleave that fucker. You cleave that fucker how you please.
The Val swings, but this time when he swings the Oathbreaker, he swings it with such expertise from countless nights of practicing that when he cuts the when he cuts the zombie's head off, it spins in place on the zombie's neck until it finally like
I noticed
loses
that accuracy.
momentum. It loses momentum and then finally falls off. And then the Val says he turns around and the wind timely the timely wind blows his cape off to the left. He looks back over his shoulder at the zombie's body that's like slumped down to the floor on its knees, and he says,
Looks like you bit off more than you could chew.
and he starts to walk towards the town.
Not him dropping lines when there's no witnesses.
Maybe
Just
I think
bars.
you gotta lean into that vigilante role deep, man. Even when there's no one watching, you gotta practice.
I don't know. Sometimes I
His
feel like he
accuracy.
doesn't just hear himself talk, and it's great. I'm here for it. You're doing great.
Make a
Val is narrating his own story in his mind.
make make a perception check.
All right.
Oh, the heck.
Let's see what that looks like for the Val. Okay. Nice.
All right. He. What did I get? 6 times. He notices. So he's over here. He was basically able to run around this building and cut off the zombie. Slice him. Some residents. He knows there's a few residents at the edge, and they're armed, and they're like they cheer him on, and then they point, and he notices this direction to the north. Uh, Various shambling humanoid figures coming towards the town, and they're like you are the one known as the Vow. There are more coming. Will you defend with us?
No, nigga.
The Val starts to make his way towards the towards where they pointed, and he does so. He walks past them silently, and he stops about maybe 5 feet away,
To
his
drop a
back
bar.
with his back still turned towards them. And he turns around and he says,
I will not defend with you, but I will defend for you.
and then he turns back around and starts running in this direction, double speed towards the zombies.
And as you're doing that, you could see other lumberjacks being spurred by your charge as they charge with you. You all rushing at the zombies, Braveheart style, and it's
The funny
oh,
thing is,
action! Oh, action!
that's funny. But the funny thing is, like, he meant that in order for them to go home. Like, he didn't want to fight with them, he wanted to fight for them, meaning, like, they shouldn't be coming along. But
Well,
they're already running, so it's too late now.
some of them are, yeah, some of them are have been spurred into action. Um,
It's funny, man. Bunch the Axemen, that's dope.
and I would say because Lemony was heading
Ooh,
up,
all right, this undead. Oh man, so I may
because
have to take out Covenant.
because what Lemony was heading up that direction.
What?
Where was Lemony heading
What
up that
direction?
direction? Where was he heading?
Where's he at?
When
Oh
Thought you
yeah,
were
he was gonna go with that gravedigger. Yeah, he was going with the gravedigger to where he was
what he was talking about?
yeah,
Okay.
to his place, to his graveyard, wherever that's
Um.
at.
s- So yeah. So Varen
Where's the
Varen's
graveyard at?
like so Varen tells you, "Oh, yeah, okay, I'll take you there," and like so he walks with you, and he explained that it's outside of the walls, and when you get to about here, you see several people. You see a group of people, several of them armed with axes, and they're pointing up, and Varen's like, I told you all, and you didn't listen. Now they coming, and he points, and you can see in the distance what the vow what I said the vow had also seen, um, coming from the north. Um, as that's happening, Brody, Wynn, and Zandak, did they go towards the north as well?
I think
Hell
so.
yeah.
You see Lemony with an old man, and then further up ahead, you see
They
people
need to roll. They
charging.
need to roll
You see
perception.
people
They need to
charging
roll
as
perception. They don't know.
you see.
They
Oh yeah,
need to
that's
roll
right.
perception. How
The
do they know?
skies. That's
We
right.
just
You
see
see
an
it.
old man
That's
leading a
right.
child away, and we're
You
like,
see
"Wait
an
That's
a
old
meta
man. That's
minute!"
though.
right. So you see an old man and a
Let's not meta.
child.
Let's not
You see an old man and a
Let's not.
child.
Has a 29 to see if it's lemony.
Wynn suspects every child might be Lemony.
She's halfling
An
herself,
old man
so I
with
guess
a
she must be
child.
able to notice.
Wynn, you recognize that as Lemony.
This man is going to be the death of me. This man right here, this cute, adorable murder hobo.
So, so as
Cannibalistic
you
asshole.
thought it was a child there, but you noticed that the stance the child was taken seemed too familiar, and even like the body language is like obviously uh uh Lemony would be probably in a manner like
Damn, wind roll mad high.
yeah
Well,
Lemony
I
would
rolled a
probably
14.
Lemony would probably be having uh some minuscule uh
I
movement
reckon. I
movements
reckon.
concern minuscule movements betraying a more of a warrior like position, like being ready for danger kind of position.
I recognize that milk mustache anywhere.
And so she catches on to that. Plus there was a downwind of his scent, or whatever he liked to wear.
Wow, so she knows his scent. I mean, that
I
makes
mean,
a
with a
lot of
perception of
sense.
29, it's all your senses. Hearing,
I
sight,
can
touch.
smell
She
them.
like he had some milk. What was it? What did he eat a burger?
You ate one without me? How could you?
How
Um,
dare him?
so yeah, you see what yeah, and within moments you catch on that that's no child with that old man. But even more, your characters can see several of the townsfolk. Uh, clearly lumberjacks in their profession, wielding the axe as they're charging forward toward to meet with like the enemies that are coming toward the town. And you notice one figure that stands out amongst them all, bigger than all the others,
Payday.
armored, armored, and wielding the biggest axe you've ever seen. You cannot mistake that figure that uh it's the Vow.
Yandak's
Well,
heart flutters a little bit.
Here, I thought he was gonna miss out the fun.
don't forget we have a
You got
meeting in
ahead
an
of him.
hour.
Listen, if I had a choice
We have a
between a
meeting.
meeting,
We have a meeting in an
Oh
hour.
shit.
We made an appointment. It's
if
kind
Um,
I
of
have a
like
Payday.
choice between going to a meeting and fighting zombies, come on, guys.
and
But
so whether or not Wildren Creed, whether or not Payday, none of that seems to matter at the moment, as the town is being assaulted by an army of
Oh.
undead.
Oh, this is
love
actually
that
going to
for
be
us.
really good fodder to get the people on our side.
Yeah.
If Creed does not come and help us,
It will make harder. Yeah, it will definitely make it harder.
or if
As,
Payday
as the
shows up in the
heroes
middle of
spring to
this,
action to save the town from fighting
this man,
alongside the town, and even
Mm-hmm.
to
this it's just this man. He steals your money. He takes your money. He taxes it. He leaves you with nothing. He leaves you with no food. Roads destroyed. Lets you fend for yourself, and you still give. Ugh.
it's as almost
and
as if
that's
someone assassinated him in the middle of the night. No one will miss him.
and that's
Or we could have them to be the distraction
that's where we
for us to
will
sneak in.
leave the roll the credits and leave the set.
Oh, you
Until
fucker.
next time.
Cliffhanger.
That's on me. That's on me. I sent the GM a whisper. I gotta go to bed.
Mm.
It
I
is
was
like
like, you
it is like
cannot pull me.
12:36 anyway, so
I was like, you cannot pull me into initiative right now. Our fights take like 2 hours.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Getting through all the different turns.
welcome
Alright.
to the
That
beginning
was
of the
fun.
next adventure. Hungry
At least
are the dead.
we start next session like straight into a fight. That's fun. Oh my god, have we gotten to rest? Yeah, we did. We rested
Yeah.
on the trip
Yeah.
back. Okay, thank
Yeah,
god.
yeah.
So I would make sure your spells are prepared
Yeah,
so we don't have to worry about that for next session.
I think I have them. I just need to make sure they're.
Alright.
Oh my
With
goodness.
that, we will continue next session, which is on the
All right.
20. Oh, is that Memorial Day weekend? I am off for 4 days.
Uh,
Oh,
um,
I'm not here the 29th.
How dare you? No,
What?
Good stuff.
We're cutting this
Uh,
session off
mm,
early, and you're not gonna be here next week.
yeah, no, I have all day off on the 29th. How
I have
dare
The
the
you?
Memorial
25th off because that's actual Memorial Day. What are you-
I am in Texas on the 25th.
oh, that is Memorial
Um,
Day. So wait, no,
the
I
20.
have the
I'm gonna be
22nd to the 25th off. I got the wrong weekend.
Oh,
yeah
Sorry.
on
Yeah.
the 22nd to the 25th. I'm gonna be in Florida.
I could do the 5th.
You said what day? Florida?
Uh,
Next
22nd to the
weekend.
25th. I'll be
Oh,
in Florida.
22nd to
Yeah,
25.
next
Okay.
weekend.
Oh, Memorial
And
Day
then I'm
weekend.
gone the weekend of the 29th.
Okay.
I could do the 5th. So we don't have to go 4 weeks.
Let me know. My schedule doesn't usually change.
Could we do the 22nd?
22nd.
No, the charter's not
22nd.
going to be here.
22nd. I won't be available.
Oh, that's right. You're not gonna be here.
Nor will I.
Yeah,
So the
I'm
5th
gonna
would
be
be
like
good.
flying at 5
The
p.m.
5th? Yeah. I'll do the 5th. The kids will
No, the kids won't live.
live.
They
I've
know how
learned
to heat
anything
up.
so far.
They know how to
I,
heat up
I-
chicken nuggets.
honestly, yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna be seeing them a lot more anyway because they're all off of school. So
Out of
Oh,
school. Rose is out of school the 21st. My God.
that's in
I
like
usually, yeah,
21st of
4 days,
what?
bro.
I usually try
Yeah.
not to DM on the Fridays they're here so I could spend time with them. But I'm gonna be seeing them so much more because it's
We
summer.
could
So
go. We could go back to the. We could switch it again. Like I guess do the 5th, and
oh,
then the
we
and then the
do the
12th,
fifth and
and
the
then like
12th.
for like
Yeah,
two three
yeah.
weeks stuff, right?
Yeah,
We do fifth and go back to
Okay,
the
so we'll
12th.
do
The
like
12th.
5th,
The 12th.
12th,
Yeah,
yeah. We'll do
and then
two.
we'll go
We'll
back
do
to the
2 Fridays
normal.
in a row.
yeah.
There we go.
We could do 2
Friday.
Fridays.
Cool.
All right.
Good for me.
Mm-hmm.
That works.
GG's
That's a good
team.
That
It's
game.
going
works
to
for
be a
everyone.
lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Next
it?
session, all the zombies,
How's it?
Oh, zombies, ghouls, bloody bone,
whatever
Who's
and
the
that thing that
scapegoat?
was crawling was.
and that other strange
Blake
thing,
Brody, you're
which
not gonna be the scapegoat this time. It's gonna
nobody
be Krill.
still has knowledge for religion in
No.
this.
And I can't even roll
This
it.
party is
Not even
so
the cleric,
half-assed, Lewis.
I,
This party
I'm
is so
the
half-assed.
most irreligious cleric ever. Stop.
I literally cannot roll it. I have a flaw that makes it to where I cannot roll any but one knowledge check, and I chose history.
You do wait. What flaw
Oh,
is that?
Uh,
I
yeah.
forgot. Honestly, I didn't even know.
I
Yeah.
don't want to know history. It's all about my religion dogma. Yeah, nothing that could make me question my religion.
What is it? Unlearned knowledge. Drawback that I took.
Oh, the drawback.
no
Drawback.
untrained
No
knowledge checks,
untrained knowledge
-2.
checks. Ooh.
Jeez.
That's an interesting one.
Why would you pick that willingly?
So she can't even make. Yeah, she can't even make
Why would you
untrained
be like,
knowledge
yeah,
checks.
that's the one?
That's right.
Because I
You
wanted.
can if a library is available, but at a -2 penalty.
I'm
Yeah.
good. No thanks.
She runs to the library. Hold on, guys.
No thanks. I'm good.
Mm,
Because I really wanted
Comes
something
back
else.
halfway through the battle, like, okay, so that creature is actually another.
mm.
All right. Next,
GG's, guys.
the
I
fifth
gotta go
is
look
all
at
right.
some Starfinder books right
GG's.
now. Oh,
Yeah, you do.
shit.
I'm going
Yeah.
to throw all the which I did before because I was giving them all to you. I might still have the folder, but anyway, I'm gonna put all the Starfinder
Well, we got
book,
we got
books
that
in a
with subgroup, man.
folder.
You can put it all there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm putting it all in a folder on my Google Drive, and I'll throw up the Google Drive link in WhatsApp so you guys can download the core book
Sounds like a plan.
and whatever other book you need.
And start on chapter 12.
Also but yeah, or the core book. Read chapter 12 first before anything, because that gives you the setting. That gives you the lore, and
Chapter 12.
That's not
it's
really
yeah,
needed.
it's important
They
to know
did
the
it in a
All
lore,
right.
really weird order.
and then make your character.
What are you
A-
making,
and
Tony?
you can
Or you haven't like had a chance?
I have
and
no clue yet.
and you can do and you can do Starfinder on Nethys. They have all the shit on there too.
Yep, they have it on there.
That's where I got
All
my
right.
info
Yeah,
from.
and I'll give you a link that helps you make your character, and you can even print it. Yeah, and you can even put it in a printable Starfinder PDF as well.
Yeah, and send all that shit.
I'll send a link to that as well. The only thing I gotta read left is the Starship Combat.
Which is so much knowledge.
Yes, it is.
I read I think I got one on computers, and because I condensed it. I read it and
Yeah.
condensed it. I sent it to you already, Jen.
Yeah.
I might as well throw that link. I'm gonna throw that in the Google Drive also. I got like a quick combat rules sheet document, and then I have a quick computer use document. Because I was reading the computer section, I'm like, holy shit! I'm like, ah,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, let me
It's a huge info dump.
yeah, let me condense this so it's quicker to reference. And I'm gonna do the same with the Starship Combat.
Nice. All right. Have a good
All
night,
right.
guys.
Good night.
Everyone have a
Later.
You as
safe
well.
and
Peace out,
fun
guys.
Yes.
weekends
Any
off.
raiders still lurking? Thank you for
Was fun like
raiding
always.
and lurking.
Until next time, guys.
And
Yes.
let's see.
Na-na.
Do I have enough to raid? Probably. I'll just raid whoever's
Yeah.
there.
We'll go somewhere. All right.
We'll go somewhere.
Deuces.
Peace.
No attack of opportunities on. Okay. Let us raid attack of opportunity.